FAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Backhander! Loose puck, they score! The Bombers win it!
Alongside the mouth, the myth, the legend, Mike Slip.
Boy, oh boy, it's all muscle. He is strong, he's big, and he's going to be a big addition.
Here with the call of the action.
I've never seen this before.
The one and only.
Anybody in the building is selling 50-50 so you can hear me. Come up to the booth, I want them my way.
Mr. Rob Hart. You're on.
And good evening and welcome to the Whitney Forum and game number 2 of this SJHL quarterfinal series. The Flin Flon Bombers, the Kindersley Klippers, the Bombers drawing first blood last night. A nice 4-0 victory. Kindersley, I thought, came out, had a great start. Doubled the shots basically in the first period, out shooting Flin Flon 13-7. Got a couple power plays, but could not get the key goal. Could not vary their chances. One of the big differences for them. And Flin Flon got a nice little bit of a wake-up call as well with Jacob Bachler scoring 3 minutes into the game. That's despite not having a great opening period. Had the lead early and never really allowed Kindersley to take advantage of any momentum shifts in the game. So Flin Flon get the early goal from Bachler. They got another big goal from Alexi Silvestri last night. Justin Lees, Carter Anderson. All the guys the Bombers need to score did that in last night's game, Mike Slip. And those are the guys you want. We'll start with that. Those are the guys you want going at this time of year.
Yeah. You know, we talked to Tyler Trapdo, the Klippers assistant coach, after the game last night, and he said the difference in the game is your top players scored and ours didn't, and he's right. I mean, I said the Bombers did come out a little stale. Some terrible passing in that first period, but one positive in that first period, I thought, Rob, was them finishing checks. They were very physical, and then they started to roll in the second and third, which they needed. We talked last week about they need something good to happen, and it did last night. So hopefully that, for Bomber fans, that gets them in that winning frame of mind, which they have to be.
Well, a lot's been made of it, and certainly I've had my opinions on it as well about their lack of offensive production heading in the playoffs. But the fact of the matter is, and we talked about this with Mike Reagan on last night's SJHL Coaches Show, you got to be good away from the puck as well. And case in point, Mike Slip, is that team a couple of years ago that went to the Centennial Cup. There wasn't a lot of real flashy offensive players that team. I mean, they had some guys who could put the puck in the net. But I think it was their play away from the puck on that team. The guys like Leachester, the guys like Smith, the guys like Matt Raymond, who were such big, important factors. I'm looking at guys like Matt Egan this time. How about Rylan Niven last night? Rylan Niven's had some good games down the stretch. Last night might have been the most energy I've seen him bring to a hockey game. Yeah,
he was flying last night. He showed speed that I knew he was fast, but I didn't realize he was that fast. There was a play...
just energy every time he was out.
Yeah, he really gives it. He got nicked in the eye area, and apparently he was closed shut this morning, but he's going to play tonight, so that's good news for the Bombers, because he is an energy guy, and he's can be a pain in the butt to the other team. He's one of those guys that you hate to play against, and you're probably not a fan of him if you're from the other team, but you love to have those type of plays. Matt Raymond type of player, for example. You mentioned a player like Zach Smith, bruised from head to toe after that playoff series with Estevan, blocking shots, and we've talked about it, Rob. Those are the guys that you need to step up, and Riley Niven looked like he is ready to do that.
Well, all the big ingredients. We mentioned the scoring. They got it from the guys that need to score. They got the decent goaltending from Harmon Laser-Hume, who had to be good early. He was. Didn't have to face nearly as tough of shots in the late in the second, first, early third. Flin Flon kind of took over. Didn't need to be his usual wonderful self. But I tell you what, early in the game, and you mentioned it about the giveaways inside their own zone, he kind of bailed them out there. So they got the goaltending, they got the offensive punch from the guys they needed to, and some good play away from the puck. Pretty much one of the concerns for me last night, a lot of penalties from Flin Flon, and I'll tell you what, Mike, they were all pretty much deserved.
I thought so too, Rob. I no complaints about the officiating last night for the most part. The Bombers, I don't know if they were lucky, but they got that 5-on-3, and that helped turn the game around too. They got the goal on that, and
Carter Anderson again.
Carter Anderson with a howitzer, the Carter Anderson shot, and but yeah, you got to stay out of the penalty box. And I quickly saw Mike Reagan at lunch today, and he said we got to stay out of the box.
Absolutely, that'll be a key ingredient for them, and Kindersley will have to that didn't take any really undisciplined penalties at all last night. They played almost error-free hockey. They're going to have to take advantage of opportunities when they do. They're going to hear an interview with Clayton Jardine coming up, and he thought that was their Achilles heel. Besides missing the opportunities early, the power play kind of sucked the life out of them. They couldn't really get anything going, and it really took away any chance, any momentum that they had in the game.
They were a lot better 5-on-5. The Kindersley Clippers.
They were good 5-on-5.
I thought the Kindersley Clippers played a great game, but their power play.
It let them down.
Let me be honest. It wasn't very good last night, and they had the opportunities. So they never set up. They never got a chance to set up. So the Bombers had a great penalty kill, best in the league.
Yeah.
But I was impressed with the Clippers last night, and they showed a lot of gumption, and it got physical. It wasn't necessarily dirty, yeah, Clippers. I think they have a chance to win a game or two. So.
And if they win a game here tonight, look out, because we talk about how great Flin Flon's been at home. Kindersley, a very good home team as well. And again, if they can win tonight, now let's face it, that was the goal coming in. I don't think they expected to win both games at Flin Flon. They thought, well, you never know. You win the first, but you take your chances. But still an opportunity to get the split, which will be huge for them. We'll see what happens here tonight. We're about 14 minutes away from puck drop. Excited about the two coach interviews tonight. Of course, both guys SJHL Coach of the Year. Clayton Jardine won that 5 years ago. Was a finalist this time. And, of course, Mike Reagan, first time for him in his career. Here's something for you before we go to break. A two-part question for you. Are you surprised that that's Mike Reagan's first ever SJHL Coach of the Year, Mike? And are you surprised that's the first time the Bomber head coach has ever won the SJHL Coach of the Year award?
Absolutely, yes, on both counts, because, Reagan has done a good job. If they had a GM of the year, he'd win it almost every year, I would think. But, yeah, I am very surprised. I didn't know that until now, and very surprised.
You want Bomber trivia, you know where to go.
Absolutely.
Not Chris Mortis, you come here.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
He's trying to say he knows more Bomber trivia than I do. Well, it remains to be seen. Anyway, we got the, like I said, we got puck drop in about 13 minutes, and, of course, the two big SJHL coach interviews as well. Clayton Jardine and Mike Reagan on the other side of the break. It's Game 2 of the SJHL quarterfinal series. It's Creighton Furniture Flin Flon Bomber playoff hockey. And I think I could speak for Mike Slip on this without even asking him. No place we'd rather be on a Saturday night.
No, there's no place you'd rather be. Again, quickly, Tyler Trapto, assistant coach for the Klippers, said last night none of his players had seen anything like it was last night. So that might have hurt them a little too.
We're looking forward to it. SJHL Coaches Show coming right up on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Truck clear. Back at Great North GM DePaul. And they have a huge selection of trucks and SUVs with deals so sweet, it'll make you say, truck yeah. Get 0% financing on select 2024 GMC and Chevy trucks. Rates depending on terms OAC. Plus, get cash incentives on select 2024 GMC and Chevy trucks and low lease rates on 24-month leases on select 2024 trucks. So what are you waiting for? Take home a new truck or SUV for a truckin' awesome deal during Truck Month at Great North GM in DePaul. It's always a great day at Great North GM.
Bailey Homes provides a ready-to-move home as unique as you and your family. From the expertise in the planning, the quality of the build, to the care of the move, let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. All customized to fit your needs, they allow you to take the stress out of home construction and spend more time making everlasting memories. Family owned and operated with experiences in the North.
10 seconds.
Bailey-homes.ca or call 204-903-5220.
You're on.
Good evening. Welcome to our SJHL Coaches Show. Mike Reagan, the head coach, general manager of the Flin Flon Bombers, joins us here tonight, Mike. And momentum swings last night. You get the goal early, and even though you had a bit of a tough first period, how much of a factor was that to score 3 minutes in?
I think it was huge. I think that a guy that's been around here for 3 years now, has been in some big moments, for him to get us going here, get the first of the playoffs here, I'm not surprised about it. I don't know if I would categorize it as, we had a tough first period. I thought we had to penalty kill. That was the big thing. And, that's part of the game as well. And we did a good job. You're not going to create a lot of offense when you have to kill, 4 or 6 minutes of penalties in a period. And, that's one area we definitely want to be better in tonight.
Well, the penalty kill was great, but again, you don't want to give up 5 power plays, especially before you get your first one.
Yeah, I thought we probably deserved 1 or 2 more. I think that referees in this league are aware that we've got a real good power play. I'm not saying that they don't call because of that, but sometimes it's in their head that, it's got to be something pretty deserving to put us in that situation. And, we were fortunate enough to get that 5-on-3, and we capitalized on it, and then we didn't see the power play the rest of the game. So, like I said, we're focused on being a little more disciplined than we were last night. I think that the penalties were warranted, and we've just got to do a better job of controlling our emotions in those situations.
Well, a lot of things went your way. Like we said, the first goal, plus all your top offensive guys broke out. We mentioned, of course, the goal by Walker. Silvestri scores, Anderson scores, Lee scores. All the guys you want going at this time of the year had good nights.
Yeah, I think that that's real important, Hardy. And then our goaltender pitches a shutout. I didn't think he had a lot of hard saves. We did a great job at keeping them to the outside. The shots were coming from, low danger areas, and, just even looking at the Instat this morning, I thought we did a tremendous job of keeping them to the outside. And, when the saves were there to be made, he made them, and that's his job. He can only stop the pucks that he's faced. And, I think for his confidence to get off to a good start is big as well.
Well, he was good early when he had to be. That was the big thing for him, right off the hop. Couple giveaways in your own zone, but your team certainly tightened up after the first period, I thought.
Yeah, 100%. We got better as the game went on. I thought that, we got rid of the jitters there, and, I thought our third period was really good. I didn't like us taking a 4-minute penalty, to give them some momentum towards the end, but our penalty kill again was awesome, and, I think that they've been a big part of our success this year. The coaching this year has been tremendous in that area. And, that's the big staple of why we finished in first place.
We talked a lot about depth last night, Mike, which is obviously going to be huge. But another thing we got to mention, I guess it kind of goes hand in hand, the veteran presence. The veteran guys you have out there. I mean, again, Rylan Niven, I thought, was absolutely fantastic last night. This is a guy that brings a pretty good hockey pedigree, lots of games in the Western League. And, boy, he got that chance right off the hop last night, kind of a real energy way to start the game. But I thought he was really good. And you got a veteran hockey club, Mike, and that, again, probably going to be one of the big differences in the series as well. I don't know if they have they don't have the veteran presence that you do.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Hardy. And here's the thing that, maybe the average fan doesn't realize is that we don't value players based on just their points and assists. Riley Niven brings a lot of other intangibles to the game, and, we know that he's a gamer. We can count on him to make great plays along the wall. He's probably one of our more responsible guys on the wall. And last night, a veteran guy that understands, the importance of taking pucks to the net, and he almost scores. And I thought, he's probably the unsung hero last night. No points on the board, but he was very effective for us.
Well, Mike, I mean, you look at your team that went to the Centennial Cup a couple years back. You had a lot of good players on that team that were very good away from the puck, too. You don't get there without them. So guys like Matt Egan, Rylan Niven, those guys, Dawson Carroll, whoever's in there, are going to be obviously huge factors down the stretch. Kindersley at you again tonight, Mike. Obviously, they wanted to get a split when they came in, so I know you're looking for the same hunger from your team again here tonight, not allowing them to get anything on the gas pedal at all if you can help it.
No, you're right, Hardy. I mean, this is different than a regular season matchup where you got a team back-to-back. I mean, these ones count. It's first to 4 that moves on, and, we want to get, inch closer to that and, make sure that we're feeling good about ourselves going on the road here on Monday, and, put their backs up against the wall and make them feel some pressure when they get home on Tuesday. So, it's a big night for us. We got to build off of last night's momentum, and, like I said, we continue to get better as the game went on. So hopefully, our first period's better and carrying off of that third period.
Good luck in Game 2 tonight.
Thanks very much, Robert.
Mike Reagan, the head coach of the Bombers here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
McDonald's, clear, proud supporter of sports and hockey in the North, and welcome you to stop by any time of the day for all their tasty menu items. Whether it's breakfast, including the delicious McMuffin sandwiches, the bacon egger, sausage egger, egg McMuffin, and hot cakes. Lunch and supper, they've got you covered with Big Macs, quarter pounder BLT, the McChicken, crispy chicken, and the McNuggets. And don't forget about the value meal as well. Their menu includes the McDouble and the Junior Chicken. Use the McDonald's app and order online to collect points for free items and free meals. That's McDonald's in Flin Flon. The drive-thru open daily starting at 7 a.m.
There's a huge demand for skilled tradespeople in northern Manitoba. University College of the North can help you build a lifelong career. Trade professionals have strong earning potential. You have access to job opportunities right here where you live. Visit ucn.ca to learn more. UCN, here you can.
10 seconds.
University College of North Saskinuti Skinomagay nao ay kantopa nao UCN.ca UCN Hegutagay Spanish.
You're on.
SJHL Coaches Show continues. Clayton Jardine, the head coach of the Kindersley Klippers, joins us. Clayton, I thought a really good first period by your team last night. I mean, you doubled them in shots, 13-7. Had some opportunities, but just had a tough time bearing. I think that's kind of the story for your team last night.
Yeah. I wish we would have just kept playing 5-on-5 because our power play sucks. So should have just played 5-on-5 hockey and continued to push and dominate the game and control the game. But I think the power play kind of killed our momentum and killed the belief as well. So it's something that I put on myself and worry about, but also show the guys how we need to execute for tonight.
Well, I mean, last night was last night, tonight's tonight. I mean, the goal, I'm sure, coming in was to win 1 or 2 in Flin Flon. You still have that chance.
Yeah, and I think you got to win one here at some point if you want to win the series. So I think that's been the message to the group, to the guys, and we show up on Saturday nights, thankfully. Our Fridays have been terrible the entire year, and we've tried different things to try and change that, but it hasn't changed. So, we're hoping for good fortunes on Saturday night.
You're right, though. 5-on-5, you look good, and I think the thing you did really well was you didn't allow their offensive guys to really – I didn't even notice the Justin Lee's line at all till later in the game after I think they kind of got up – after they got that third goal, they kind of took off a little bit, but it was pretty tight before that.
Yeah, no, I was very happy with our first 2 periods, and, they had a good first 5 minutes of the third period there, and then went back to being a pretty even hockey game. So I think, the scoreboard says 4-0, but like you said, it was a pretty tight checking game, and I think both sides with their quote unquote top players didn't really get much. So at the end of the day, you're happy with how we played, but the execution and the outcome and the special teams weren't good enough.
Well, like we said, today's a new day, and it's easier said than done. But what do you have to do to get more offense? What's going to be the key for you?
I think it's outworking their PK. I mean, Mike mentioned it. They got the best penalty kill in the league, and they got it for a reason. They all year long they've been really good on it, and you got to somehow outwork them. You got to get your opportunities, which you're finding ways to get shots, and that's moving the puck a couple times before you do that. So we talked a lot about that today, but at the end of the day, you need someone in front of Harmon as well. He had a pretty easy night in terms of seeing pucks.
Yeah, not a lot of second and third shots.
Yeah, no, and that's because he saw the puck, and any goalie will tell you they'll catch it or they'll stop it if they can see it. So hopefully we can do a better job of getting to the house, getting to the paint, and putting a few in.
Penalties, obviously, they took a few more than you did. I thought your team was very disciplined last night. I mean, I saw the first penalty. I didn't see how the second was handed out in the 5-on-3. Bit of a bad break, obviously. But you got to be pretty happy. Your team, I don't think your team really beat yourselves last night.
No, I think you take one shift out of that hockey game. I think, we talked about it as a group, so I'm fine talking about it, is that we took a minute and 20-second long shift, and at the end of it, we took 2 penalties. And that's not playoff hockey, but that was one shift out of however many shifts we had last night. So the game of hockey is about mistakes, and that was a big mistake that completely changed the game. And at the end of the day, you're hoping that tonight they make more mistakes than we do.
The Whitney Forum is a tough place to win come playoff time, and we saw the electricity, certainly how loud it was in the rink last night. A lot of your guys, not just their first playoff game, but their first playoff game in Flin Flon, were a few guys kind of mesmerized a little bit by the moment. Or now that they know what to expect, will it be a little bit easier, do you think, tonight?
Yeah, I hope they don't think that way. I hope they want that electricity and they want that craziness again, because I think it helped us. I think they got themselves amped up enough to be ready for the challenge, and as the away team, you want to play in their end for the first 10 minutes and kind of take that momentum away. And I think for the most part we did. They obviously scored 1 goal on a pretty good shot by Sylvester there, but besides that, I think we were up to the task at the start of the game.
That going back to that Sylvester goal, I think kind of caught Jamin a little bit off surprise of that. But I'm sure if you look back, I'm sure that's what he probably wants back.
Yeah, and you talk to your defenseman all the time about trying get stick on puck, and Gravy just missed it there, and it was an unfortunate bounce, and I don't think it went off his stick, but that's what happens in hockey.
One last thing, Clayton. Like I said, I thought you played very well 5-on-5, did some very good things defensively. Did Flin Flon throw anything at you differently that you didn't see when you saw them a few weeks ago? Was there anything different about their team?
No, I don't think so. Obviously we had a lot of trouble getting the puck in the zone on the power play, and we had to change a few things in terms of that, and change a few things today as well. So besides that, they're the best team in Canada. They got the best power play, they got the best penalty kill, and they got the best defenseman in Canada, and probably the best line in Canada. So at the end of the day, that's the task we're up against.
Anything can happen. Playoff time, still a great opportunity for you and your group. Clayton, always great to catch up with you. Good luck tonight, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
And that's the national anthem, and that's Clayton Jardine, his half of the SHL coaches show. And, well, he didn't mince words, Mike. He said what it had to be said, and their power play is going to have to get better, and in the same token, they're going to have to try to stay out of the box and just try and bury those chances. They don't have near the deep roster that Flin Flon has, but saying that, huge underdogs, but a group that believes they've made leaps and bounds this time last year. Weren't even close to being in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jardine's done a good job. I think it's the start of something special in Kindersley. The Bombers are hoping that it's next year, not this series, but a great opportunity again for this young crew. Hey, you got to play the games, and you got to go out there and you got to do your thing. So we'll see what happens. The daily builders of the game for Flin Flon, Semp, Bockler and Silvestri. Bockler and Silvestri both scoring last night. Bax and Tatchuk on the back end. And the SJHL goaltender of the year, Harman Laserhume, stopping all 31 shots fired in his direction for his playoff shutout last night. He had 3 in the regular season, 1 in the postseason, and we are underway here at the Whitney Forum. The puck's set inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Cole Tanchuk. Back of the goal to Bax. Backs up the wall here. Sempo, I thought, had a decent game last night as well. Here's Silvestri. Ahead to Bockler. Look out. He got him behind the D, but Diaz got turned around and knocked the puck away from him. Boy, Diaz, a really good-looking D-man for them. Lepper flips it back to Houle. He'll send it inside the zone. An icing call against Flin Flon. 42 seconds in, and we're underway. Game 2, and I'm expecting a quick pace. It started out kind of sluggish last night, kind of slow, but as the game went on, a quick pace. Let's face it, the quicker the better for Flin Flon.
Absolutely. Yeah, you mentioned Diaz, the fellow I was sitting with last night, and I talked about him, how impressed we were with him last night.
He brings a really good element to that team. Face off in the Flin Flon zone, the right of Laserhume. Here's one of the Hill big boys. Back of the goal for Brock Mueller. Off the side, and Brock Mueller, a chance right off the hop, and a good save here by Laser. Rebound! A wraparound by Mueller, who comes close not once but twice to start the game. And I mentioned this yesterday, and that's a long ride from Kindersley to Flin Flon. We'll talk about that after. The Klippers on it again. Good start for them. That's fired on target by Inglis. Flin Flon kind of struggling in their own zone to begin the game. A couple good chances here for Mueller, then Inglis. Here comes Silvestri. Silvestri around the knee. Hangs on, shoots, he scores! Off the post and in! Deja vu here at the Whitney Forum. Deja vu by a slow start. The Klippers get 3 outstanding chances. Alexis Silvestri up the ice. He'll score right off the hop. The point I was going to make before the goal, long ride up the Hanson Lake Road. I don't know if anybody was looking more forward to the game from the Kindersley organization than former Bomber Brock Mueller.
For sure, he's got a bee in his bonnet. He had some awesome chances there, but then a pass to Silvestri, who caught it out of the air, was able to make a move and use his speed and get that goal.
So Silvestri goals in back-to-back games, and no question about it, their best offensive player down the stretch. And the crowd gets something to cheer about right off the hop. A minute 15 in, 1-0 Flin Flon. Here's Justin Lees at center. Lees across the line. Hey, good! Shoots it on target. The save made here. Noah Hull will get the lone assist. And like I said, very similar to last night's game. Flin Flon scores a little bit quicker tonight, but again, Kindersley got in and got 3 outstanding chances.
Yeah.
Flin Flon gets their first. They scored their first shot of the game last night. They scored their first shot of the game
It was
tonight.
a great shot, Silvestri. How many posts has Justin Lees hit in the last month?
I don't know, but he'd have the record for that too. What a year Justin Lees has had as he lines up for the face-off right now against Easton Inglis. Face-off in the Clippers zone. They'll get the puck to center. There's Brock Mueller. Couldn't pick it up. Yakimchuk in the uniform tonight. We'll get to the lineup changes here as well. Piccinino ahead to Justin Lees. Bombers are flying here after getting that opening goal. Here's the Bomber captain Lees. Feeds and fires. I think Jamin was able to get his toe on it with a lot of traffic in front. Both teams are going to want to put lots of traffic in front of the opposing goalie, I'm sure. Anderson trying to hold it in. 2 points for him last night, including another big power play goal. The guy has just had one of the best years with the extra attacker in Bomber history. They moved the puck to blue line. Held in by McNutt for the time being. Now it's knocked away by Mueller. Mueller to center. Skates across the Bomber line. Beat his guy along the wall. Then he got hit by Yakupchuk. And the fans, let's hear that. Yakupchuk making his presence felt here early. Here's Anderson up the wall. Walks it. Fires it on target and the save made. How about young Yakupchuk? First playoff game for him, Mike Slip, and we talked about it the pregame with the coach. You and I talked about it. You got to find different ways to contribute besides scoring goals, and boy, that not only energizes the crowd, but that energizes your bench.
One of the players told me that young Yakupchuk is chiseled. He is a strong, big young man.
Olafson set for the face-off. He'll line up here against Taylor. I thought Taylor was really good for Kindersley last night. Took a tough penalty, but other than that, I thought it was pretty tough to play against. Olafson will take the penalty here, or take the face-off against Van Elsen. The Klippers were great in the face-off circle. They win that one. Speaking of Taylor, he'll get a hold of it, sends it into the glove, and Laserhume will reach up and grab that. Lineup changes here tonight. Joey Lees, of course, got hurt last night. Mike Reagan says it's nothing serious. They expect to have him back in about a week. So he and Chow are out. Bridger remains injured. Egan out as well. So you got Chow, Bridger, Egan, Arbery, Connor Ryan, and Joey Lees not in uniform here tonight.
Aiden Chow got dinged up at the end of the second period last night.
So Yakupchuk will take his spot, already making his presence felt. And up front, the Flin Flon Bombers have added 20-year-old Tyson Smith. So Smith's got the puck right now, actually. He'll shovel it in. Nobody knew where the puck went. Olafson is after it in the corner. Taylor got a piece of it, then got knocked down there.
Penalty, Rob.
Penalty coming up against the Bombers right off the hop here again tonight. Like I said, shades of last night's game. Puck set down the ice. Kanchuk will touch up. I think Olafson's going to get it for what, maybe an elbow, maybe?
Yeah, or a charge.
Penalty against the Bombers,
interference,
sure.
Rob.
You're right.
Niven.
It is Niven that takes the penalty, so Kindersley, well, it's a chance for them right off. We'll see. I know that they watched some video today. They went over a lot of things. We'll see how their power play looks tonight after it struggled so much yesterday.
Coach Jardine mentioned it. I nearly said it, but he said what he thought of the Kindersley power play last night.
So our first Kins cut the doors, the Windows penalty kill of the game. Linklater out there. He'll take the face-off. Gets the puck to blue line. Diaz holds it in. Here's Diaz at the blue line. Diaz hangs on, throws it out front. There's a chance here, but they decide not to shoot it. They'll throw it back to the right point where it's grabbed here by Hilbig. Hilbig sends it across the zone, grabbed here by Linklater. Back along the boards to Hilbig. Got trouble handling it. Flin Flon trying to get the puck out. They'll get it to the line. Diaz, nice job to hold it in. Here's Jacob Walker trying to get away from Linklater. Hard around the boards. Knocked down by Hilbig. Hilbig has got it. Throws it back to Linklater to Diaz and gets by him. And he'll go back and get it on the Clipper side of center. Dropped it back for Linklater. Here comes the Clipper captain to center. Dropped it back to Hilbig. Hilbig, like we said, 16 power play goals the regular season, so he'll be a big key for them if they're going to get things turned around here. Good work by the Clippers along the wall. It's Hilbig. Back of the goal. Out front. Piccinino got the stick on it, but he can't knock it out. Here's Linklater. Linklater has it. Looking for a lane. Now he shoots it. Glances off the pad. That time of Laserhume. Linklater again at the blue line. Shovels it off to Hilbig. A chance. Glove save here. Harmon Laserhume. 53 seconds remaining in the Kindersley power play. Just underway already. A 1-0 Flin Flon lead on a goal by Alexis Silvestri. His second of the playoffs. Silvestri, like we said, one of the most consistent Bombers down the stretch. He wound up with 32 goals this year. One of only two Bombers to have over 30. Of course, Dustin Lee's the hometown captain. Led the way this year. He had 41 goals on the year. Like Mike Slip said, without all those goal posts, probably would have hit 50. Bombers said, like that, take the 40 hop off, but then they score! Bruder! The absolute gift! It's a short-handed goal, and Mike Slip, I think even you could have scored that one.
Yeah.
Just a bad bounce here.
So Whitney Forum give us and it take us away, and it did here. We talk all the time about the funky bounces, and it went off the door that the Clippers would go out to their dressing room and right on front.
So Flin Flon gets a shorthanded goal. That's obviously going to be unassisted. Boy, we've seen a few strange bounces up here. Remember the goal, of course, last year off the partition.
Unbelievable.
It's a 2-0 Flin Flon lead. The Clippers looking to get some answers. Here's a steal by Olofsson. 25 seconds from the power play. 3 Flin Flon Bombers away. Here's Anderson trying to split the knee. He goes down hard back of the net. The Bombers really got some jump in their step right now. As the puck is flipped to center, that gets away from English. A big body check by Kaner just below us. And the crowd definitely a factor tonight, Mike. I know they were loud last night. I think they're louder tonight.
It seems like it, Rob.
Here comes Graves skating with it across the Bomber line. He'll bring it in. Silvestri rides into the box. The penalty is over. So not only is Kindersley 0 for 1, but they give up a shorthanded goal, but it's a real tough bounce back of that net. 2-0 Flin Flon here early. The Graves at the blue line. That'll hit a stick. It'll go back of the Bomber net. Picked up by Lepper. That one got intercepted. Nice job that time by one of the Perlingers. Kindersley's got the pressure going. They need something to happen here to try to take away some of this early momentum. Lepper up the boards. In his skates, can't clear. Perlinger's got it. Throws it out front to Taylor. He'll get a stick on it. Tried to come back out front. Puck is laying there. And the Bombers will flip it down the ice. It won't have enough for icing. It's going to be on target. Jamin the save, and he'll shovel that over to Smith. Here's Smith. Down the ice, nobody home. That'll be an icing call. And 14:06 to go. You want to get the crowd behind, you get a couple early goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I was just going to say that the Clipper power play looked a lot better. They set up, which they didn't really have a chance to at all last night. And then all of a sudden, a funny bounce, and it's in the back of their net. It was a shame for Cody Jamin because he was doing the right thing to stop the puck. And
Flin Flon has the puck. Gilbert shot. That gets it to the front of the net. Got knocked down. Perlinger will bounce it to the wall, but now it comes out. Dawson Carroll back in uniform tonight. We'll flip that one back to Jakubchuk. This is Gruner. Up the boards here for Gilbert. Can't get a stick on it. Here's Hilbig, the other brother combination on this team. You've got the Hilbig boys, as well as the Perlingers. And like I said last night, they had the Cox brothers on this team at one time as well. I've never heard of 3 sets of brothers on one team.
No.
But entanglement back of the Bomber net. Gruner, that's got to be good for his confidence level to score too, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Last night I noticed the Bombers and their old friend Brock Mueller weren't friendly last night, and it looks that way tonight. Actually, it's Gruner who didn't play with Mueller, but they're jawing at each other. I tell you, the thing that Brock Mueller brings to whatever team he plays is that he's a tough man in front of that net. He's a strong and
never gives up.
Never, ever gives up. He's one of those players, Rob, that we talked about earlier.
Built for the playoffs, right?
Yes, sir.
Justin Lees against Easton Inglis, face off in the Flin Flon zone. To the left of the goaltender, Harmon Lees with him 2-0. Flin Flon early here, 13 and a half to go in the opening period. Anthony back net, tried to get set up. This is Inglis, who's manning some minutes. That one got taken away from him. They'll flip the puck to blue line, held in here by the D-man Schrader. Grabbed here by Bax. Lost the handle, but it came to Piccinino. Can't clear. Good pressure by the Clippers to keep the puck. And here's a chance. Inglis a shot. Didn't miss by much. Flin Flon trying to clear it. Picked up here by Anderson. Give and go to Justin Lees. Justin Lees has got it. Lees dropped it back. Anderson lets her rip it. That goes off the stick out of play. And I think Carter Anderson, anytime he's going to get this, the puck on his stick, he's going to shoot it. And he's got a heck of a shot. And I've said this before. I don't care how hard a guy shoots the puck if you never hit the net. His ratio for hitting the net is as good as anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. He's probably the best on the team.
Shaw's pretty good, too.
Yeah. And Alexei
Silvestri, yeah.
He's been hitting a lot of nets lately, but I tell you, somebody who snake bit is Justin Lees.
Well, he had a big goal last night.
Yeah, but he couldn't get any closer on most of his shots. He rings it off the post. It's the sound of Justin Lees, that post.
Stretch pass too far, so we got an icing against the Clippers. Face off back in Kindersley territory. The Tri-Realty shot clock 5-4 Kindersley with 2-0 Flin Flon on top. Alexis Silvestri, first shot of the game, second in as many nights. And Gruner, the shorthanded goal on the funny hop back of that. The Bombers win the draw. Here's Lepper's chance. Grabbed and held on here by the goaltender. Actually, that's Logan Falk between the pipes here tonight. That's number 1.
Yes, it is. So our apologies. I thought it was...
No, it's Logan Falk.
It's Logan Falk. I am sorry.
Well, that's I should have picked up on it, too. I was looking at it, and I thought, you know what? something looks different. Logan Fall getting the call between the pipes, so
you know
a bit of a tough start for him.
You know what's different is his number.
Well, that and his pads.
His pads, yeah, I know.
And the size of how big he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Logan Falk between the pipes here tonight. Here's Diaz for the Clippers inside his own zone.
And a good goalie in his own right.
Yep, absolutely. Here's a chance for the Clippers making up the ice. It's DeGraves across the Bomber line, dropped it back. Linklater was there, knocked it down, but Lepper takes it from him. Lepper to center. He'll backhand it back inside the Clippers zone. Evans there. Lost the handle back of that. Picked up by Linklater. He falls down. Puck will stay in the zone. Another penalty coming up against the Bombers here. And if you're Clayton Jardine, you might want to start declining some of these penalties. Tough last night, but sooner or later you're going to get it going, right? Football can't continue to go to the box like this.
The Bomber coaching staff doesn't agree. Neither do the Bombers.
Well, you better be careful. These players on the bench, you don't want to be taking any extra penalties.
I tell you, Cole McKaig has showed a lot of emotion this year behind that bench, which I think is a good thing for Cole.
As long as you don't get a bench fine.
Yeah, that's right. I thought they would have nearly got too many men on the ice last night, but...
well, they're good for one of those.
I know.
Anyway, a big face-off to the Flin Flon zone. Another Jim's Custom Doors penalty kill. Justin Lees to take the face-off against Easton Inglis. 12:13 to play in the opening period. Tried Realty shot clock dead even at 5. DeGraves circling inside the Flin Flon zone. Lost the handle in the corner. Kanchuk after it. Back of the goal, picked up here by McNutt. He'll head man it to Niven. He's got a lane. Niven sneaking down the left side. Wanted to feed it back to Lees, but DeGraves will take it from him. DeGraves, a little trouble handling it off Niven's skate. Boy, Niven, a nice penalty-killing shift here early. Niven looking for the turnover back of that. Knocked his guy down. Niven continued to work hard here. He knows how important it is, these second playoff game here at the Forum. DeGraves, back of the net. Drops it in the corner, picked up here by Inglis. Inglis will bring it up the ice. Inglis to center. Onside to Brockfielder. He'll tap it in. There's Silvestri, back of the goal. Got caught up there. And the official will blow it down. 1:11 to go in the power play. 11:24 in the opening period. 2-0 Flin Flon. Trad Realty shot clock again, all even at 5 apiece.
Yeah, a real nice ovation for Riley Niven as he skated off the ice there. He just a great penalty kill, a forecheck by Riley Niven. He's come into his own. He was hurt and missed a lot of the first part of the season, and I think it took him a little while to get his bearings, but he seems like it's happened now.
Face off at the Flin Flon zone. Logan Linklater, the captain, against Alexis Silvestri. Bombers win the draw. There's Houle to Jacob Bacher. He'll get a hold of it. Down the ice it goes. Falk will get a piece of it. There's Diaz. Look out! Diaz goes down hard, but the good thing for him is Silvestri tailed off. Otherwise, that's a turnover. Linklater. He'll get it back to center. 54 seconds to go in the power play. Logan Linklater across the line. Drops it back to Mack. Knocked away from him by Lepper. Back down the ice it goes. Falk will stop it. And Diaz goes back to collect it. 42 seconds to go in the power play. Here comes Diaz. Diaz dropped it back to his blue line. Linklater has got it. He'll skate across the Bomber line. Linklater bringing it in deep. Here's Logan Linklater in tight. Back to Hilbig at the right point. Slides that back over to Diaz. He'll knock it down and keep it in. In the corner, puck picked up this time by Mack. For Evans to the blue line. Nobody home. And the puck will drift back down to Clipper territory. 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Diaz there to get it. Diaz back of his own net. Dropped it back there, and that's where the puck is picked up here by Demo. Power play set to expire here. Kindersley really, I don't think they got a shot on that power play, did they?
No, another great penalty kill by the Flin Flon Bombers.
Kindersley 0 for 2. Here's the stretch pass. Perlinger behind the D. A shot. He ripped that one wide. Piccinino can't pick it up. The Clippers keep it in. It'll roll to the front of the Bomber net. Grabbed here by Bax. Bax has got it. Puck stripped away that time by Perlinger. Justin Lees, back of the Bomber net, hangs on, leaves it back there for Tanchuk. Here's Bax. Up to Piccinino, but whacked away right away by Inglis. Forces Tanchuk back in his own zone. Here's Bax, throwing it in no man's land. That's intercepted this time by Smith. Back to Perlinger. Perlinger will bring it in. Again, 5-on-5. Kindersley doesn't look too bad. They'll bank it off the boards back to Hilbig. Hilbig knocked it down. Here's a chance! Knocked away that time. Laserhume, big rebound, kicked out. Perlinger back on top of that to Hilbig back at the blue line. He'll fire it right back in. Puck at the side of the Bomber net. Knocked down back of the goal by Bax. Bax has got it. He'll lift it off the glass, picked up here by Gilbert. He'll dump it in and try to chase it down. Gilbert had two guys coming in front of the net, including Gruner, who's got the second goal here tonight. Ingles comes back, grabs the puck in his own zone, falls down hard again. A lot of guys from Kindersley just losing an edge here and going down.
Yeah, it's strange, all in the same place.
I wonder if it's ice conditions, maybe. McNutt tries to pin up his guy. Puck set back inside the Flin Flon zone. McNutt, look out, he overskated it. McNutt swings it back to Gilbert off his skate. Schrader has it, played it back to DeGraves. Here's DeGraves trying to get away from Gilbert. A good forecheck by Flin Flon. Up the middle, good pass. Here comes Ingles again, dropped it back to Mueller. His back chance, and shot got blocked. Held in by Schrader. Now it's knocked away. Picked up here by Smith. Smith a chance, he ripped it wide. And looking low blocker that time. Smith will knock it down again, throws it back out front. Yakubchuk has it, a shot! And I'm not sure what that hit out front. Yakubchuk that close to getting his first SJHL playoff goal. A great pass by Smith, back of the net. DeGraves has got it. The Bombers try to pile up on him. We're down to 8:12 to go in the opening period. Flin Flon front 2-0, have come close a couple times to making it 3. There's a turnover. Flin Flon holds it in. They've got a chance off the side of the post. Smith a chance out front. Big rebound on the blue line. McNutt again. Shoots it. Sails it over top of the net. There's Silvestri. Rimmed it back around the board. McNutt will pinch in. Puck bounces. Falk looking for it. Laying in the crease. Bombers dig away. Puck stays out. Silvestri down in the corner. Man's wanting a penalty for something. I'm not sure what. Here's Brock Mueller. Pass to Anderson. That's Anderson for Kindersley. Sends it back in. 7.5 to go. Good pressure in the Klippers zone. Flin Flon now leaving the shot clock 7-5, courtesy of Triad Realty. Jacob Bachler. He knocked the puck down. He's across the Clipper line. Back to Silvestri. Overskated it. Ostrom feeds it back to center. Picked up this time by Taylor. Taylor inside the Flin Flon zone. Good pace out front. Knocked away by Silvestri. Puck to the corner. Taylor got it back. Taylor tried to come out front, holding up Lepper here. Lepper trying to get the puck out. Along the boards, grabbed by Silvestri. Silvestri with Bachler and Sepp. Silvestri across the line. They're offside. Blown down 7:02 with Houle hauled down by Taylor. And I'm wondering if we're getting our immediate... Oh, look out. A penalty to Kindersley. So Taylor will take the penalty. Flin Flon will go to the power play for this the third time in the series. 1 for 2 last night on the 5-on-3. Media timeout. We'll come back with a Bomber power play. They're up 2-0 here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. Okay. And a brutal hit into the boards. That sent shockwaves through the ring.
They'll need to be sent for shockwave therapy at Full Range Therapy in Creighton for sure.
Pain reduction, restoration of movement, that's just what's needed here.
With stem cell activation accelerating the healing of bone, muscles, and tendons.
Better call or go online for an appointment because Shockwave is ideal for everyone who battles everyday and injury pain.
Win the pain game against chronic headaches, injuries, arthritis, neck, back pain, and more. Book a Shockwave appointment with Mark at FullRangeTherapy.com. Your transformation awaits.
Hudbay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hudbay has supported our community with dedication and generosity.
10 seconds.
To events and organizations. Hudbay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
You're on.
And welcome back to the Whitney Forum, a Flin Flon Bomber Pepsi Power Play. Monty Beck is our first contestant tonight. Gets his products at the co-op. Good luck to Monty if the Bombers score on the power play. He'll win a 12-pack of Pepsi, courtesy of Arctic Beverages, your local dealer of Pepsi Cola, Northern Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Great play by Houle to keep it in. Slides it back to Bachler. In tight for Lees. Left point here for Bachler. Here's Houle. Over the right side, Anderson fakes the chat, the shot that time back out front to Bachler. He lets a rip it. Falk has got it. Knuckle ball, he'll make the save and hang on. A lot of weapons for Flin Flon here on the power play. Of course, we mentioned the great power play season for Carter Anderson. Led the league with 22 power play goals, but lots of other guys who can score the power play as well. Silvestri had 18 power play assists.
Yeah.
And he got 12 power play goals for Lees. You've got another 10 here for Jacob Bachler. So a lot of weapons here on this number 1 unit.
Special hello to Don Kirkham out in Oliver, BC, watching and listening to us tonight. Once a Flonner, always a Flonner, he tells me, and he's absolutely right.
Yes, of course, former Hatnut Queens soccer coach back there. They really got that soccer program going here, which has been just absolutely fantastic. He kind of started it all, and it's I'm sure he'd be happy to know it's taken off right where he left it. Here's a chance for Anderson to the front, and to get a chance, and that one got blocked in front. Linklater will fire that off, but won't get it out. Here's Bachler at the blue line. Jacob Bachler out tight. Silvestri won't shoot it, hangs on, kind of bunching up a little bit, trying to center it out front. Off the side of the net before Falk will grab it, and he'll hang on with 6:10 to go in the period. 1:08 to go in the power play. Shots are 8-6. Flin Flon, the Trad Realty shot clock.
The Bombers have taken over this game right now, Rob. They had a great penalty kill, and the Kindersley Klippers just couldn't get going, and the Bombers are like a shooting gallery.
Silvestri lining up for the face-off here against Easton English to the right of Logan Falk. Again on the power play, you've got all kinds of weapons. You've got Bachler, you've got Anderson, Poole, Silvestri, and Lees who's got the puck right now. Lees from a sharp angle, good chance, a good save there for Falk. Rebound picked up by Silvestri, right back up front, trying to jam it in, he does! Another goal for Alexei Silvestri! And a 3-0 good guys here. No stopping Alexei Silvestri, Mike. We talked about him down the stretch. Carried the mail. 2 goals tonight, 3 so far, and untouched in front of the net. I know you're killing a penalty, but you got to hit a guy when he's jamming at your goal. You can't let him stand there and jam the puck in.
I was just going to say, Clayton Jardine can't be happy with his defense. They watched Alex Silvestri skate around and skate, do the wraparound and have numerous chances to put that in. Logan Falk really yeoman's duty in there, but the Kindersley Klippers defense let him down.
Monty Beck, congratulations, you're a Pepsi Power Play winner. As the Bombers score on the power play, they're now 2 for 3 in the series. And what a start it's been for Flin Flon tonight. They're up 3-0. What a start it's been for Alexei Silvestri, 2 of the goals. Here's Linklater back the other direction. His shot on target. Turned away here. Clippers knock the puck down. They'll keep it in. Fire it in that time by Evans. Lees gets an assist. Puck laying in front of the Bomber net. They'll clear it down the ice. So just the 1 assist. Silvestri's second of the night, third of the playoffs. Icing call against Flin Flon. And Justin Lees. And the nice thing we saw with Flin Flon there, a number of guys were getting chances. And you notice, Mike, they weren't trying to fire the puck over top of it. Just put the puck on net, good things happen.
And you're going to get rebounds like we saw there. Alexei with that first shot and then just kept jamming at it and was rewarded.
Big face-off went to the Clippers. DeGray's shot, that got blocked. Inglis after. Boy, Inglis has manned a lot of minutes here in the opening period. Seems like he's got the puck steady. DeGraves will hold it in at the point. DeGraves along the wall. Backhander out front. That looked empty there for a split second. Fraser Hume takes one in the head as he goes down. Link DeGraves is laying on top of him. 5:06 remaining. The Triad Realty shot clock 11-8 in favor of Flin Flon. The other 3 series, of course, not quite going yet due to these dumps. I hate this time change.
Yeah.
So everybody playing at a different time.
You know who was in on that and at the bottom of that pile for the Clippers? Yes, Brock Mueller.
Of course, going to the net, right?
Yeah.
So later tonight, you've got Estevan at Melfort, Weyburn at Humboldt, and Melville at Battleford. The Stars, the Broncos, and the Mustangs all winning on opening night, so no upsets yet, Mike.
No.
I think a lot of people thought that maybe Melville might be the one to get the victory last night. Obviously, she's going to go out there and play the game tonight. A lot of penalties, and a 5-minute major penalty was the difference in that Battleford Melville game. I guess Kean Bell was on the ice for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I hear he just got rocked. I don't think he was hurt, but
I'm hearing it was his own guy that hit him.
Oh, is that right? I hadn't seen it. I
haven't either. I'm going by just what I was told.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, it was a big factor in the game for sure, the 5-minute major penalty. 3-0 Flin Flon leads it here. Demo can't hold it in. Dawson Carroll tries to get down the ice. Smith is there to break that up. Smith for the Clippers. It's turned around at center, dropped it back to Demo. Demo lost the handle. Leper's got it. Trying to come back up the boards. The center ice. Intercepted by Demo. Carroll taken down. Demo will flip it in. There's Noah Hull for Flin Flon. Back to the goal to Leper. Lost the handle. Along the boards. Demo. He'll flip it right back in. Here's Leper. Let's Hull take it. Tried to come back to Gruner. Taylor, look out. He got a hold of that. That went up in the crowd in a hurry. Hopefully everybody's okay.
Looks like it.
Missed Mr. Anderson by that much, he said. Didn't look like he's doing the guy with the souvenir puck either, but smiles on his face, and I'm sure there's smiles on a lot of Bomber faces right now. A 3-0 lead with 4:24 to go in the opening period. They're also leading the Trad Realty shot clock 11-8. The face-off outside the Clipper blue line. Backs at center, ripped it in. Puck hit the side of the Clipper net. Falk will grab that.
Dawson Carroll bringing what we expect him to bring, just energy on that last shift, I thought. Just plain outright energy, and those are the type of things you need to get that from a Matt Egan, a Dawson Carroll.
Bombers win another face-off. They'll get the puck to blue line here. Back the shot. Look out, wide open net. They score. There's the hat trick by Silvestri. Right off the pad and out front. He'll grab it. And there's the hat trick. And here come the hats. What a big opening period for Alexi Silvestri. And here's something. Kyle McIntyre, the SKHL president, told me that Alexi Silvestri might be the best player to come out of Quebec since Mario Lemieux. I think he's right.
Wow. Let's not forget Donovan Uhl, but you're absolutely right. Goaltending change here, Rob. We are going to see Cody Jamin. I don't blame Logan Falk on any of it. But Clayton Jardine has to do something. This is getting a little out of hand.
And he hasn't had any help at all. I mean, it's a tough break on the second goal, but all the other ones, this guy's getting in their hats. So there's even a hard hat on the ice. Look at that. Sylvester will grab that one. He might want to keep it for a souvenir.
It looks like that might be, I think that's Kraz's. It is.
Well, you throw it on the ice, you lose it. That's how it works.
I see Crazy Kraz without his helmet.
Yeah, I think he's looking for it. But anyway.
He's getting it back now. Oh, no.
Big hat trick here for Alexis Silvestri in the opening period. The Bombers take a 4-0 lead with 4:13 on there. They're going with the helmet back now. I think if you throw something on the ice, you lose it.
Kraz's daughter ain't going to let that go. But good for him for throwing it out there, and good for him for being here, making all that noise here in the background.
Change, like we mentioned, as Jamin is back between the pipes, and it's interesting. I'll talk about it after the play here. Here, back to the blue line. Flin Flon to finish the onslaught here. They're absolutely flying now. Jacob Bachner in there trying to swerve away from traffic around the boards it goes. The backs. That one will redirect. Backs is down. Look out. Perlinger comes over and gets him one. He's going to take a penalty.
That's a foolish penalty on Perlinger's fault. I'm sorry, Kindersley fans, but it's just frustration.
Absolutely. So that'll be a power play against. That'll be a power play for Flin Flon. Perlinger going to take the penalty here. And everything's gone Flin Flon's way so far tonight. They'll get another chance on the power play.
That'd be Kobe Perlinger got that one, I think, Rob.
Pepsi power play time once again. Kathy Hersecourt is our contestant this time around. Kathy gets her products at the gateway. Good luck to her. Flin Flon 1-for-1. Monty Beck won a 12-pack of Pepsi. Now it's Kathy's turn. 3:46 to go in the opening period. 4-0. Flin Flon in front. A little bit of everything. A hat trick by Silvestri and a goaltending change. And Noah Hull's got the puck at the blue line. Dropped it back to Bachler. Here's a chance in front for Silvestri, and he's looking for another one. He'll fire it wide. Hull knocked it down, played it back to Bachler. Here's Hull. Thinks about shooting it. Gets it back to Bachler. Clippers really got to bear down here. Bachler along the boards. Back to Noah Hull. Tapped it back to Bachler. Good setup here by the Clippers. Not letting Flin Flon really get much going at all. They've boxed them out pretty good. Anderson will flip it back to Hull. Bachler just holds it in. Throws it in tight that time for Justin Lees. Back to blue line to Hull. Anderson gets away from him. Silvestri back to Hull. Here's a chance in front. Leaves the redirection. Good save by Jamin. He wasn't sure where it was, but he makes a great save and hangs on. And if Kindersley has any chance of coming back, I think they got to kill the final minute 18 of this power play.
Yeah. You know, Rob, I said to somebody this week, they said to me that the Bombers, let's face it, they came in struggling into the playoffs. They just need something good to happen. Last night was good. Tonight so far is fantastic. I go back to when they were down 2-0 to the Battleford Stars 2 years ago. The microphone broke for the national anthem. This building sang the anthem, and Xavier Lapointe said there's no way we could lose from then on in.
Piccinino will bring the puck in. Second unit out there for Flin Flon. McNutt knocked it down. Got it back to Tanchuk. Here's Cohen Sim. A drop pass to Tanchuk. Through traffic off his post again. Never hurts to shoot the puck, does it? Here's Tanchuk again. Along the boards, picked up by Semp. Looking for some room. Dropped it back to Tanchuk. He'll send it in deep for Piccinino. Piccinino pinned up. Gruner a goal tonight shorthanded. The only guy other than Alexis Silvestri to score in this game. Gets it in, takes his guy down. The Clipper bench going for a penalty. They're going to get one. Gruner a little extra aggressive, and now we got another tanglement here with Piccinino. And it looks like Demo, the Kindersley D-man, that power play is over. Flin Flon 1 for 2, and Kindersley will go to the power play here in just over 30 seconds. Gruner doesn't like the call, but he'll take the call. But he'll take the penalty.
Yeah, I don't know, Rob, but I guess Storm might have had something to do with that one too a little bit, but
anyway, 4-on-4 for 35 seconds, and the Clippers will go to the power play for the third time tonight, meaning something to happen. It's 4-0 Flin Flon, 2:21 to go opening period. Already a goaltending change. Logan Falk, not a lot of, no support really at all. Certainly can't fault him, and sometimes you make the goaltending change and wakes up the rest of the team. Unfortunately, the poor guy that starts the game.
Yeah, and I mean that one off the funny bounce. You got to feel for, as a goalie, Dad, you got to feel sorry for any goalie.
Absolutely. Justin Lee's back out there for Flin Flon. He'll take the face-off here against Inglis. Inside the Bombers zone to the right of the netminder, Harmon Laserhume. Kindersley wins the draw. Knocked down here by Smith, the Clipper D-man. Brock Mueller. He and Gould tie up. Puck picked up. There's a rough on it. Texas fire wide. Mueller gets a hold of it. That goes off the side of the net. Now Gould's got it. And he'll swing the pass to Anderson. Carter Anderson in full flight. Across the Clipper blue line. Here's Carter Anderson. He'll hang on to it. Works his way to the line. Dropped it back there. Picked up by Houle. Chips it in for Justin Lees. Clippers about to step to go to the power play here in 3 seconds. Anderson. Back to Noah Houle. Trying to come back to Lees. Intercepted here by Brock Mueller. Lifts it ahead to Inglis. Inglis gets in tight. Picks up the puck back of the net. Tied up with Leopard. Puck grabbed here and fired down the ice by Noah Houle. Jamin. He'll make the save. And the puck picked up here back of the goal by Diaz. Here comes Diaz back to center. A minute to go in the power play. Dropped it back to Linklater. Linklater, he's across the line. Back to Diaz. Here's a chance. Hill big ripped it over top of the net. The puck will hit the corner and come out to center and roll back the Clipper blue line. Picked up here by Diaz. He'll let Linklater grab it at center. Linklater a good move there. Across the line, puck knocked away. Tanchuk off the boards, fires it back at Clipper territory with a minute remaining in the opening period. 35 seconds in the power play. The Clipper power play is Hilbig will play it out front. There's a chance, whipped over top of the net again, that time by Evans. So it's a Jim's Custom Doors penalty kill for Flin Flon. So far, so good, but the cat clear there. Linklater, good job to hold it in. Mack will drop it back to Linklater, back to blue line to Diaz. Diaz, right circle, gets the return pass to the captain Linklater out front. Evans a chance off the shoulder. Loose puck, Niven gets it out. Nice effort there. Just 5 seconds remaining in the Jim's Custom Doors penalty kill. Diaz will touch up. And that's it. Kindersley 0 for 3 in the game. 16 seconds to go in the penalty, or in the period rather. DeGraves has it back to his net, being watched out front by Bachler. He'll swing the pass quickly to Taylor. Looking for Perlinger. Broken up here by Lepper. Off the boards, back down the ice, and that's going to do it for the opening period here. As DeGraves will touch up back to the Clipper net. And a 4-0 Flin Flon lead. Look out, they're going after Bachler here. I think that's one of the Perlingers, it is. And he's got the stick up on him pretty tight here. Look out, Perlinger comes over, shoves him here. He's not happy about something.
Perlinger, this is the other Perlinger Cam. It's going to take, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a penalty.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're Flin Flon, could you have had any better of an opening period?
No, and Clayton Jardine and Tyler Trapto have to be disappointed with the Clippers. Clippers are a better team than they showed in that period. We know that. They got unlucky with some goals and sort of then got back on their heels because they started out sort of like last night. But then the Bombers got that early goal and just flipped the switch. So
Well, we'll size it all up for you. The opening intermission coming up here for the North to 53 Co-op. Boy, things going in Flin Flon's favor. The second straight night they scored their first shot of the game. And, well, the rest all happened, of course, with the big hat-trick from Silvestri. And a lot of big moments for the Bombers on opening 20. They're up by 4. That's the story after 1 right here. 1029 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
I'm thinking KF Clear. The famous chicken sandwich.
Not 6. Lead the way.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Here comes Billy Braggington.
Hi, fellas. I just got back from climbing Mount Everest in time to win the big 50-50. Not that I need it, though, after closing that big deal.
You seem a little insecure with all that boasting, Billy. The only thing I'm concerned about is the triple-breaded buttermilk marinated filet.
That reminds me of that time I went to Bora Bora for vacation.
You're becoming quite the Bora Bora yourself, because the only place you can get the famous chicken sandwich is at KFC.
So good.
Guaranteed bad mood. Any day one of your appliances breaks down. Grrr. That's why you should purchase your next major appliance at Creighton Furniture and make it a Maytag. Maytag kitchen appliances, washers and dryers, and other durable appliances are built to handle your daily chores with ease, keeping your food cold, your dishes clean, and your dinner hot. Maytag makes dependable appliances backed with a 10-year limited parts warranty. And if something does go wrong, Creighton Furniture will be there to fix it. Shop appliances at Creighton Furniture and keep your smile all day.
There's nothing quite like new familiarity. You know, like a lost track from your favorite old band. Fresh, but well acquainted. Just like the North of 53 Co-op. Staple and gourmet items you know and love. Friendly staff who will treat you right. And the Co-op always has new items or something you may have missed that's new to you.
10 seconds.
Get a tin of beans and milk anywhere, but you can't find the feeling of new familiarity just anywhere. The North of 53 Co-op. You're at home there.
You're on.
Well, a great opening period for Flin Flon once again tonight. A 4-0 lead after 1. Let's take a look at the first period scoring summary. Again, they scored the first shot of the game a minute 5 in. Alexis Silvestri, what a period he had. What a series he's having. He scored last night, gets his second to start things off from Noah Houle, and just gets the puck across the line and just rips it off the bar and in. And Flin Flon never looked back. They get an absolute gift by Gruner. A short-handed goal. The puck hit the boards. It took a funny hop, came out front. Logan Falk got caught behind his net, and Gruner would fire it in for his first playoff goal, unassisted to make it 2-0. And Alexis Silvestri again, back-to-back goals. He scores on the power play, just left alone. And again, as a coach and as a goalie, you got to be frustrated when the guy's allowed to sit in front of your net like that. And he probably took 3 or 4 whacks before he finally got it in. Anyway, he gets his second of the night, third of the playoffs. Justin leads at 14:08. Then another one to chase Logan Falk from the game. He'd score again as he gets an opportunity from backs out front, the redirection at 15:47 as the Bombers will take a 4-0 lead after 1. Big hat-trick for Silvestri in the opening period. Tri-Realty shot clock 13-8 Flin Flon, and the Klippers all of a sudden 0 for 3 on the power play, 0 for 8 in the 2 games so far. The Bombers 1 for 2 and 2 for 4, so that's a big stat for sure. And again, not to pick on the goaltending, but for Kindersley, they can't keep giving up the first goal of the game on the first shot.
No, that's right. And really, they had one power play that they set up well, but then the Bombers came and got that shorthanded goal. But they have to, their power play isn't strong, as Clayton Jardine mentioned, at least tonight, or last night and tonight. So they got to clean up because Bombers are giving them chances. They're taking a few penalties.
We'll see what happens, but all in all, a great opening period for Alexis Silvestri and the Flin Flon Bombers, a 4-0 lead. And again, the Bombers were absolutely deadly in the regular season when they led after 1 period of play. Going back to Flin Flon's record in the regular season, when they led after 1.
I guarantee it's good, whatever it is, Rob. I know you're shuffling through your papers there, but
I had it here a second ago. Honest to God, I did.
The Bombers, what they have to do is keep it up during the second. Last night it was the opposite. They had a poor first period. They still led, and then came on hard in the second and the third. So their Bombers are a good team, and it looks like they've found their mojo again after a tough month and a half, I guess, at the end of the season.
So when Flin Flon led after 1 in the regular season, I knew it was 27. I couldn't remember what the rest of it was. 27-3-1. when Kindersley trailed after one in the regular season, their record was 7-16-3, and so far in the postseason, of course, Flin Flon, like you mentioned, the 1-0 lead last night, so 1-0 in the postseason, leading after one in Kindersley, 0-1. And before we take a break here, go to the interview. Clayton Jardine, what do you say to your team after that opening period here tonight? You still got 2 periods to go. This game is not over yet.
Win this next period. Win the next period. It's all you can do is win it and get that defense to shore up, play aggressive like they did last night. And the Bombers are still making some bad passes in their own zone.
Yeah, they've been caught kind of flat-footed a few times.
Yeah, they've got to take advantage of those mistakes. That's the only way you're going to win. And they have to continue to get in front of Harman Laser-Hume. And they've done a decent job of that, but Laser-Hume has fought them off. And so I know there's a lot of spunk in that Kindersley dressing room. A lot of the guys are wearing cages, so they're young players. You mentioned it, their future looks bright in Kindersley.
And, quickly before we go to the break as well, I think for the Kindersley Clippers, they just got to find a way to score.
Yeah.
They just got to get a goal and get some confidence and try and build off that. And you're right. I think that's got to be the message. Get a goal and win the period.
Yeah, or we've said it for the Bombers. Maybe a fight, maybe a big hit, a goal off the butt. Something positive to get them going.
We'll see what happens. Flin Flon in front big time, 4-0. A big Alexi Silvestri hat-trick, the story so far. We'll take a break. More of the opening intermission for the Co-op coming up. We'll be joined by Carter Anderson, a big part of the offensive story throughout the regular season. Of course, a 2-point game last night, including a big power play goal, is he will join us in the opening intermission, courtesy of Northland Ford. So again, the Bombers 4, the Clippers no score here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. McDonald's, the proud supporter of sports and hockey in the North, and welcome you to stop by any time of the day for all their tasty menu items. Whether it's breakfast, including the delicious McMuffin sandwiches, the bacon egger, sausage egger, egg McMuffin, and hot cakes. Lunch and supper, they've got you covered with Big Macs, quarter pounder BLT, the McChicken, crispy chicken, and the McNuggets. And don't forget about the value meal as well. Their menu includes the McDouble and the Junior Chicken. Use the McDonald's app and order online to collect points for free items and free meals. That's McDonald's in Flin Flon. The drive-thru open daily starting at 7 a.m. Northland Ford proudly supports the Flin Flon Bombers in the SJHL playoffs, and we know they'll play tough like the Ford F-150, the toughest truck on the market for over 45 years and counting. Northland Ford is helping the community cheer on the Bombers as they fight to bring a championship back home where it belongs, and will provide you with the best selection to choose from in the North for the North. Northland Ford, the dealership you tell your friends about.
You're on.
Welcome to our first intermission on Northland Ford. Flin Flon Bomber player profile, Carter Anderson. Great playoff debut for the Bombers last night, a goal and an assist. Carter, your first chance to witness a playoff game here in the Whitney Forum. Let's start with that. How was it for you before the game, leading up to the game, and when it got rolling? Your thoughts on how it all kind of unfolded for you?
Yeah, Hardy, obviously I had nerves going into the first period, but I feel like all the boys had nerves going into the first period, and I feel we got off to a great start. The atmosphere was buzzing in the zoo last night, and that's what we wanted, and I feel like that's what got the boys the big win last night is just our fans rallying behind us, and it was just great to see in action.
You know, it was like you and I talked about off the air, a little bit of a slow start for the first period, but saying that, you get the first goal 3 minutes in. Did that really kind of ease the guys?
Yeah, I think going into the first intermission, it was definitely, we still had that 1-0 lead, but we still had lots to prove, and I feel the second and third period we're going our way, and we did find ourselves playing old Bomber hockey in the second and third, which I liked.
You yourself, you had to miss a few games down the stretch here. How good did it feel to score last night?
Obviously being off for 5 regular season games and then getting into game 1, I felt really good. Obviously, really excited and fired up to play and to get a goal and assist in my debut as being a Bomber, and it was great.
Boy, lots of success for you on the power play. You led the league with 22 power play goals, so I guess it's not much of a surprise to get a power play goal last night. What's been the secret for you on the power play this year?
Like Regs and I have just talked about, it's just that shooting mentality and having that Ovechkin mentality on that face-off dot there. I found lots of success early on when I was here, and I haven't went away from that success, haven't been changing anything up, just sticking with what's working and just staying consistent.
Well, you love to shoot the puck, you love to go to the net too, and you and I were talking as well. after it was Sylvester got the goal early in the third, and that team really looked like it did of old. The way that you were attacking, and you really took it to them after that third goal. I thought that's as good as I see your team in the last month or so.
Yeah, for sure. I thought the boys were just moving pucks quick, getting after their D. I feel like Kindersley has a really weak back end, so just attacking that back end every single night against them is crucial. So,
number 1 seed, they're the 8th seed, but we know the playoffs, anything can happen. How important is it not to take them lightly? I mean, it was a great game last night. You got to go back to battle again here tonight, and of course in their rink next week. So how important is it you really don't overlook these guys?
Yeah, for sure. You can't take anyone lightly in the playoffs, and Kindersley's a good team. You can't take them lightly, and I feel like it's just boys just take it one game at a time, and we'll find success early. So
a little bit of a struggle for this team down the stretch, but you got so many lethal weapons in there. Did you? What was confidence level kind of a bit of a struggle, maybe not only for you but for the team here down the stretch?
I wouldn't say confidence was really struggling, but I feel like just being first seed for so long, it was almost no motivating factor, right? Okay. So just playoffs now, it's a different animal, and all the boys know that, and everyone came to play last night, and same again tonight.
So I'm assuming it felt good to play for something last night.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Finally, one step closer to the final, which is our end goal, and obviously to make it to Centennial Cup. So just taking it one game at a time, and we'll be good.
Your first Bomber playoff game last night, but a lot of games for you, of course, a lot of games for the Western Hockey League. I know we talked a little bit earlier in the year, but maybe tell people how you came to Flin Flon. How'd you become a Bomber? How'd that all kind of work out?
Yeah, so I was released from PA early November there, and then Mike Reagan reached out to me right away, and just being so close to home, being so close to my dad, really just thought that was my best option. And obviously teams have reached out to me in the WHL, but I have no desire in going back, because I really think this is home here, and this is where I want to finish off my junior career. So I've loved Flin Flon, and just everything around the rink and around the town has been great, and just felt like I'm at home again.
You grew up, we talked a little bit, of course, you from Thompson, like you mentioned, went to the Rink Hockey Academy, played with a lot of the guys that you played with this year, and I know you know a lot of players from this area. Did you ever think you'd be a Bomber? Was that anything you ever thought of at one point?
No, honestly, Hardy, never really thought I'd be a Bomber, but I have no complaints in being a Bomber. I love it, and I eat it up, so it's great.
Is the SJHL a tougher league than you thought it would be?
Yeah, it's definitely more physical than I thought it would be, which I like being a physical guy. I like the SJHL being physical, and I think it's really set itself apart from the MJHL in that aspect.
Did you ever play any games in the MJHL?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you strictly were the Western League, right?
Yeah, just the Western League. So I started off 16 years, played 14 games in the bubble there, and then 17-year-old year played a full season there, and then 18-year-old year got traded to PA early on that year, and then played a year there, and then this year came to the Bombers, and no regrets.
What was it like playing in that bubble? Was that weird?
It was a little weird seeing Red Deer. We were staying in the suites above the arena, so it was a little weird to get used to, but honestly brings the boys closer together and just forms that brotherhood.
I hear you. Quickly before we let you go, anywhere you played hockey, the best hockey moment for you so far in your career?
Best hockey moment, I would say Munn Cup in Thompson, winning the championship and getting MVP.
What year was that?
That would have been 2013, I would say 2012.
That's a good memory. Yeah. Best Bomber memory.
Yeah, best Bomber memory. Skating out last night to see this great atmosphere, and yeah,
that's a good one. Carter, thanks for this great game last night. Going forward, of course, wish you and the team nothing but success here the rest of the series and hopefully beyond.
Yes, thank you, Hardy.
Carter Anderson, our Northland Fort Flin Flon Bomber player profile here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Time out. All right, clear. Look at the whiteboard. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. Jones, what do you...
Just one more here, because we had...
Coach, what? It's just Jack Links, and a great source of protein.
Just get back on the ice.
5 seconds left. All tied up here, folks. Both teams getting ready for the face-off, and Jones has a piece of Jack Links in his mouth. What is he doing? The puck drops. Jones grabs it. He has some room. He shoots. He scores! The Bombers win. And now fans are throwing Jack Links onto the ice. This is madness.
Arctic
Classic beverages and Jack Link's beef jerky. Feed your wild side.
You're on.
And we're just underway in the second period. Rob Hart, Mike Slip for the Whitney Foreman. Here's Alexi Silvestri, who, of course, had the hat trick in the opening period. Bombers start off with some pressure in the Clippers zone. Silvestri got turned around, couldn't get the shot away. Tries to stay on the puck, though, comes back to backs. He fanned on it. Here's Perlinger trying to get up the ice. That hits a skate. Bachler's got it. Right back to Semp. Owen Semp can't get across the line because Silvestri gets crossed up here with the D-net, Russ Vimo. McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard tonight here in the SJHL. We have got all the other series going tonight as well. And they still haven't started yet. We're still about 5 minutes away. Estevan and Melfort. Mustangs won the opener. Weyburn and Humboldt are just underway. And likewise, Melville, Battleford. So, SJHL playoffs going on all four fronts. The MJHL, they've taken the night off. They're not going to get going again until tomorrow. OCN at Dauphin, Verdun at Neepawa, Winkler at Portage, and Steinbach at Niverville. The Pistons, Flyers, Kings, and Oil Capitals all winning last night. We'll get to the NHL scores our next break. Puck flipped back to center. Here's Houle. Trying to throw that back across the Clipper line. That's grabbed here by DeGraves. Leafs can't knock it down. Inglis has got it. Brock Mueller's pass will be put back inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Noah Houle. In the corner here for Lepper, but Mueller there to cut that one off. Bombers get it back. Here's Anderson. Nice pass to Piccinino. Piccinino down the wing. He'll fly across the Clipper line. He had Justin Lees in there with him. Throws it in deep. There's Anderson back out front. Puck laying there. Grabbed here by Hilbig. Off the glass. Noah Houle reaches up and knocks it down at center. Can't get it back across the Clipper blue line. DeGraves has got it. DeGraves inside his own zone. Swings the pass to Hilbig. That's Hilbig to Hilbig. That's Ethan over to Tylen as he'll dump it in. Bombers get it back. Smith's shot pass got blocked by Linklater, and he'll send it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Just underway in the second period. Flin Flon in front 4-0 here. All the goals came in the opening period, including the big hat trick from Alexi Silvestri. Nimitz on the boards, trying to come back to Smith, broken up. Sent back in, there's Evans, but a little bit out of his reach. Bombers will chip it ahead. Smith on top of it, trying to get the puck to center. Nice job by him to move it ahead. Schrader back to get it with Niven on pursuit. Look out, Niven almost got it. Smith will follow up. Back of the goal here for Niven. Niven knocks it down, throws it back to blue line, knocked down. Yakimchuk a chance, and that hits a stick and goes wide. Niven, back of the goal. Right point for McDonough. Shot ends up hitting Smith out front. Back to the blue line. Fired on target by Yakimchuk, and again redirected. Niven looking for the pass out front. Here's Smith back to the goal. Smith hanging on. Throws it out front. A nice chance and a good setup there for Olofsson. And Jamin will stop it. And Smith, some great work. Working really hard behind the net there, Mike Slip. And took a couple big hits to get that nice centering pass out front.
Yeah, the Bombers have started off well in this first period. I feel bad for Mrs. Hilbig having to feed those two boys. They're big lads and two very good hockey players.
Absolutely. Of course, they mentioned Talon Hilbig led their team in goals and power play goals with 16 this year. Gilbert goes down off the faceoff inside the Clippers zone. 16:55 to go second period. A 4-0 Flin Flon lead. The Bombers try to jam the puck free. It'll go back to the goal, picked up here by DeGraves. DeGraves has got it in the corner. Ahead to Taylor. Taylor, a quick pass to center ice. That was picked up that time by Van den Elzen, but intercepted and sent back inside the Clippers zone. DeGraves will race after icing against Flin Flon. A few other scores here tonight. Congratulations to PBCN Selects, who went into Nelson House, beat the Flames today 5-1. They win that semifinals 3 games to none, so they're in the league final against either Pegulas or Crosslake. Crosslake, a big victory. They got Pegulas, the defending champs of the ropes here, 2 games to 1. So Pegulas, I think, is 6 straight league titles could be in jeopardy in Crosslake here tomorrow. Puck flipped off the wall, grabbed here by Gruner, who got that shorthanded goal in the opening period, but that one's swatted away from him. Here's DeGraves, trying to throw it back out front, hit a stick, it'll come back and make its way over to Hilbig. Hilbig has gone up the middle, nice pass that time to Perlinger, but knocked away at the last second. Here's Gilbert for Flin Flon back the other direction. He got crossed up, picked up by Hilbig, he'll flip it back to center. Bachler there, he'll get a hold of it. Here's Jacob Bachler across the line, dropped it back to Semp, he'll send it back in deep. Walker in the corner. Tried to get free. Semp after it. He'll knock it down in the corner for Walker. Back of the goal here for Silvestri. Silvestri tried to pick it up. Knocked away. Puck centered back to center. Grabbed here by Perlinger. Dropped it back, but intercepted by Semp. Give it a go. Here's Walker with a quick break. Across the line, back out front to Silvestri. And knocked away at the last second. They'll get it back to right point to Bax. Bax off the glass, throws it back in. This is Bax. He's got a hold of it. Bax bringing it in deep, looking for someone to give it to. Shovels it back of the goal. Jacob Walker racing after it, throws a big body check here on Perlinger. DeGraves will get it. Flips that puck back over to Smith. Smith will get it out. And here's Linklater to center. Linklater away from the D. Gets a chance and a backhander on target. That's probably Kindersley's best chance here so far in game 2.
We got a penalty to Linklater. I think he took a swipe at Harmon Laker. Let's see here. Yeah.
You're right. It'll be a power play here. The third of the game for Flin Flon. They are 1 for 2. And another opportunity for Flin Flon. Linklater and the Clippers' best scoring chance of the game. And a tough penalty there. As we'll go back to the Pepsi power play, Ron Dixon gets his products at the Red Apple, so good luck to him.
Clayton Jardine letting the referee know his displeasure. If you don't see much anger out of Coach Jardine, he's a calm, collect guy back there.
A little frustrated tonight with the 4-0 deficit, but here we go. The Bombers in the power play. They're 1 for 2 tonight and 2 for 4 in the series. League's best power play, of course, for the regular season. Here's Anderson, a drive, and that one got blocked that time. Nice job by Inglis, a chance short-handed, but Poole there to take care of that. Here's the pass to Bachler, back across the Clipper blue line. Feeds it to Justin Lees. Justin Lees will bring it in. Mack will head him off at the pass. Houle keeps it in. Noah Houle back at the blue line, hanging onto it, looking for a lane to shoot. Dishes it off to Bachler. Back to Houle. Right circle, Anderson fakes the shot, back out front. Silvestri can't fire it. Bachler knocked it down. Nice job to hold it. Nice Richardson scores! Jacob Bachler! It's 5-0 Flin Flon. Bachler pretty quiet tonight, but he gets the puck on his stick in that tight line slip. He's not going to miss it, boy. The Bombers doing whatever they want in the power play. They're throwing it all over the place, and Bachler, who probably could have scored before that, he dished that puck off to Silvestri, hangs on to that time, and all of a sudden it's 5-0.
Yeah, I was just thinking that Bachler has made some nice moves though tonight, Robbie. He just creates such open ice for himself, like Justin Lees, and he just waited out goalie Jamin and was able to put it home.
Jacob Bachler scores tonight, back-to-back games for him, and here comes Dawson Carroll racing it after the goal. And Flin Flon takes a 5-0 lead. I'm thinking Silvestri's going to get an assist there. Taylor will put the puck back across the line, then hit somebody on the Clipper bench, they'll blow it down. Noah Houle, 1 assist. And Anderson will get 1 as well. I thought maybe Silvestri dished it off to him, but anyway, a 5-0 lead for Flin Flon, and especially team battles, no question about it. That's a big story so far in these first 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Face off outside the Bomber blue line. Taylor digs in here against Gruner. Flin Flon in front, 5-0. A power play goal by Jacob Bachler. This is Gruner. He'll send it in. Smith there to knock it away. Got it back to Demo. Nice pass to Van den Elzen. Broke it up at the blue line. Van den Elzen's got it. Dropped it back to Taylor. Here's a chance on target. Laserhume there. He'll make the save and hang on. And we'll get a face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. NHL scores today on our McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard. Islanders doubled up on the Jets 6-3. Philly over Boston 3-2. St. Louis over Minnesota in overtime 5-4. Nashville, boy, nobody thought they'd be a playoff team this year. They could be really fun to watch. They beat Detroit 1-0. Leafs got the Oilers down 5-1 in the third. It's the Panthers leading the Rangers 2-0 in the second. Ottawa up on New Jersey 4-2 in the third. And later tonight on Hockey Night in Canada, Calgary and Vancouver. Can the Flames get in the postseason, Mike Schlepp?
I don't think so, Rob. They had to get rid of a few good players. I think they're rebuilding.
We'll see what happens tonight. Puck flip back down the Clipper zone. There's Hilbig. He'll send it back to the Bomber blue line. Grabbed here by Hilbig again. Knocked away from him. Picked up here by Smith. He'll get it out. DeGraves knocked it down at his own blue line. Here's the Graves. Nice pass, picked up by Linklater, a chance, and a rip that over top of the net. The Clippers starting to get a few passes through here. Puck laying in deep in Flin Flon territory. They'll shovel it ahead. Smith will knock it out. The puck will come back to the Clipper blue line. There's Linklater again. Onside to Hilbig. He'll flip it in for Evans. A little bit ahead of him. Smith can't knock it down, but here's Townchuk. Trying to come back to Vaclav. Vaclav's got the big goal here on the power play early in the second period. What's that thing laying on the ice there?
Net guard. It's the second time that net guard's been on the ice.
Yeah, I saw it late last night, too. Anyway, here's Cohen sent for Flin Flon. He'll shovel it over to Vaclav. Vaclav can fly. Blocked up the middle of the ice, offside the left wing over to Silvestri, and blown down with 12:51 to play.
Somebody's Velcro isn't working very well on the old net guard, which has become a rule that you have to wear one this year after the unfortunate incident with a young man earlier this year. Not in the SJ, it was in pro hockey, I believe, in Europe.
12:51 to go. Second period, face-off outside. The Kindersley blue line between Justin Lees and Mack. Flin Flon in front, 5-0. Here's Noah Houle at center. He'll rip it in, took a funny hop, came out front, but Jamin got that to settle down. Here's Perlinger. Head mans it to the other Perlinger. Perlinger brothers go to work as that's ripped inside the Flin Flon zone. Lepper knocked it down. Good job to stay with it. Gets it up the boards here. Lepper. Back of the goal. Puck is bouncing. Dug free here by Perlinger. Try to come back out front to Ostrom to the blue line, and they can't hold it in. Smith for the Clippers at center will send it back inside Flin Flon territory. Lepper waited for it. He'll flip it back to the net, a little bit past Houle. Pitchvino's in there as well. Sends it back over to Lepper. Good forecheck here by Kindersley. They're forcing Flin Flon deep in their own zone. Houle. There's a nice stretch pass, but Anderson doesn't see it. Intercepted this time by Demo. Back to blue line. Broken up by Houle. Here's Anderson. He'll pick it up across the line. Hangs on. Shot. Redirects off of Hilbig over the glass and out of play. 11:51 to go. Second period. 16-12 in favor of the Bombers on the Trad Realty shot clock here tonight.
Noel having words with, I couldn't see down there. It's Cale Taylor. He's exchanging pleasantries.
11:51 to go here in the second period. Esteban has scored 13 seconds into the opening period in Melfort tonight.
They need to.
Yeah, Bruins take a 1-0 lead on Melfort early. A lot of people were scared to play Esteban in the playoffs. Scott Varney of Humboldt told me the one team that scared him in the opening round was Esteban.
Well, you know, I don't disagree with them.
No, I think they've been a real Jekyll and Hyde team this year, probably a lot better than the record indicates. So let's face it, once they get Cam Hurt looking back, they're going to be tough. Here's Olofsson. Pass on the left side. Niven flying in. A shot. Save made here by Jamin. Rebound is shoveled back to center. Yakimchuk will knock it down. And he'll dump it back in. Puck picked up here by Hilbig. Puck bounced out front. Look out. Olofsson almost stole it. Clippers get the blue line, but held in by Baxter. Redirected inside for Smith. Goal line travel. They score! Tyler Olofsson. It's 6-0 Flin Flon. How about the play of Tyson Smith tonight? We talk about how good Ryland Niven was last night. This is easily Smith's best game.
Yeah, you know, it might have done young Tyson Smith some good to sit out and just watch the ice a little bit. He has had a nice game so far tonight, and he really was the setup man on that goal. Colin Olsen just being in the right spot and working hard.
Colin Olsen will get his first to playoffs as he gets to that goal line scrambling again. Mike, where's the Kindersley defense?
Yeah.
You can't let guys whack at you in front of the net like that. And Kindersley, no answer for Flin Flon so far tonight. Smith will get an assist.
Really
the only assist at 8:16.
Really defensively and offensively, Rod.
So Flin Flon up 6-0. They got the puck again at center. This is Bax. He'll flip it in this time as Gilbert will race in there for it. There's Dawson Carroll's chance. That goes wide. Picked up here by Diaz. Carroll knocked it away. Diaz, though, stays hard along the boards. And the Clippers get it back. This is Brock Mueller. Mueller to center. Rips it inside the Flin Flon zone. Came right back in front of the net. Grabbed here, though, quickly by the Bombers. And Gilbert. Trying to get it ahead to Gruner. hit a stick, rolls back inside the Clippers zone, grabbed here by Demo. Flin Flon had too many men on the ice here, I think. They got away with one guy.
I know, I don't know about that one. It's close for sure. They're famous for it, though, Rob.
So we got another shout-out with the goal to Colin Olsen. That was as good a time as any. Want to say hello to Charmaine, Jason Kleppberg from Humboldt. Big fans, of course, of Colin Olsen, and no doubt excited to see him score here. His first playoff goal of the year. So a big hello again out in Humboldt to wonderful hockey fans, Charmaine and Jason Kleppberg. And enjoying the game, no doubt, on Flow TV or 1029CF or FlinFlonOnline.com, whatever. Enjoying the game, and boy, if you're a Bomber fan, it's been a good night so far against 6-0 at the midway point of the game.
Yeah, another shout out to Myrna Leo, watching all the way from Summerside, PI. We got a timeout, Rob.
We'll take a break. The Bombers have scored 2 more. It's a 6-0 lead here on 1029CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Frank's Fridge Fake.
Clear.
Frank's a food fanatic and feels frantic without a functioning fridge. Frank fears famine. But fortunately for Frank, he's got a friend to fuel his fridge fantasy. Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center can fulfill Frank's fridge fantasy. And now, Frank has a fresh fridge, and it's fantastic. Fit with fine features for Frank's favorite feasts, Frank is finally a fan of his new, fully functional fridge. Be like Frank. Go to Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center or go to their Facebook today to find fabulous furniture for your favorite folks.
Bailey Homes provides a ready-to-move home as unique as you and your family. From the expertise in the planning, the quality of the build, to the care of the move, let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. All customized to fit your needs, they allow you to take the stress out of home construction and spend more time making everlasting memories. Family owned and operated with
10 seconds
in the north. Visit bailey-homes.ca or call 204-903-5220.
You're on.
6-0 Flin Flon, midway point of the game, 9:46 to go, second period here tonight.
Look at that 50-50, Rob. $18,760.
What was it last night?
It was 20 and change.
Going to be even more than that tonight. Here's Noah Hull at the blue line, hanging on, shoots it, save made, big rebound kicked in front of the Clipper net. Off a skate, grabbed here by Silvestri. Silvestri's got it, sends it in. Jacob Walker already a goal in the period. Got to come back to Cohen Semp, tied up back in the goal. Here's Hilbig. Gets it ahead to Anderson, but Hull stopped him. Semp will pick it up, and he'll skate with it back inside the Clipper zone. Cohen Semp pinned up along the boards. So Silvestri's in there. Try to get it back out front. Puck is laying there. Grabbed here by Walker. He'll slide it back to Lepper. To Noah Hull. Hull knocked it down, took down Hilbig. And the puck picked up here by Anderson of the Clippers, and he'll get it back into the Flin Flon zone. Lepper trying to get the puck to settle down. He'll leave it back to that where it's picked up here by Jacob Bachler. He'll flip the pass ahead, grabbed by Piccinino. Piccinino knocked down by DeGraves. Loose puck picked up by Hilbig, and he'll try to get Van den Elzen behind the knee. Van den Elzen goes out. Shot from a sharp angle goes wide. Anderson can't chip it out. Held in here by Taylor. Puck redirects, picked up by the Bombers' Fool. Shoveled off the boards and racing after it. Anderson almost had Hilbig beat. Piccinino will knock it down, and he'll keep it in. Anderson races after it. Puck comes back to Van den Elzen. Poked back inside the Clipper zone. 8.5 to go, second period. Anderson takes down his guy, which is DeGraves. That's laying deep in the Clipper zone. Flin Flon tried to jam it free. DeGraves getting a stick in there as well. Anderson gets it. Back up Piccinino. Fired it on target. Save made here by Cody Jamin. Here's Yakubchuk. Knuckleball, redirect. Out front, chance again. Piccinino can't find it. Puck intercepted by Van den Elzen. He'll get it to center. Flin Flon, though, quickly ripped it back in, and boy, does this look like the Bombers evolved here, Mike Smith?
That was almost too many men. Yeah, it does.
Kindersley can't generate much. McNutt will get it back in his own net, and here's the sling pass again. Gilbert might have got a piece of it. He did. The linesman was on top of it. I wasn't sure if he'd see it from that angle, but he did. Flin Flon will hold it in. Dawson Carroll got the puck in deep. He's got Gruner and Gilbert there. Gruner in the corner, tried to work it back out front. He's tied up with his guy. Bombers working free along the boards. Perlinger, he'll pick up in front of his own net. Had his stick left in. He gets knocked to the ice. McNutt will get it back to center, and he'll flip it back in. There's Schrader. The young Clipper D-man, the stretch pass to Perlinger. Not sure where it is. Off his skate. Clippers keep it in. Schrader again. Drops it back to Perlinger. He'll redirect it in the Flin Flon zone. Back's there to get it. He'll skate with it out. Back's a nice job to poke it back towards the Clipper blue line. Skip intercepts. feeds that one back up the middle. They're looking for Linklater. Shot on net, save made here. Harmon Laserhume, rebound picked up by Kanchuk, back to Gilbert. A bounce pass. Try to get Niven, but broken up here by Smith. Here's Evans. Back across the Bomber line. He'll hang on. Out front, they had a couple guys there, including Brock Mueller. Mueller races over for it, picked up by Linklater. He'll flip it to the blue line. Knocked down by Demo. He keeps it in deep. Kindersley needing something good to happen. It's Baxter that's got the puck for the Bombers, and he'll skate with it to center. Anthony Bax lifted it in and hops over the stick of Jamin. Puck played up the boards. Niven throwing a body check on his guy, but Linklater will get the puck to center. Linklater dropped it back. Anderson, a shot right on, kicked away that time by Laserhume. Here's Olesen. A big goal here in the second period. To Smith for Flin Flon. It's interesting when you got Smiths on both teams and Anderson on both teams.
Yeah.
Speaking of Smith for Flin Flon, tried to knock it down.
And Perlingers and Hilbigs everywhere.
Yeah, DeGraves made a good move there on Houle. DeGraves knocked it down, tried to get a chance, was knocked away at the last second. Flin Flon 3-on-2, led by the D-man Lepper. Lepper flying up the left side, shot on target, into the glove. And the save made here by Cody Jamin. Let's see what's happening out of town here tonight. McDonald's out of town scoreboard. It's 1-1. Estevan Melford. I mentioned the Bruins scored 13 seconds in, Cade Kennedy, but Aiden Hutchinson comes back a couple minutes later to tie things up. So that game all even at 1 in the opening period. The Bruins and Mustangs. Weyburn has scored. They take an early 1-0 lead on Humboldt. And still no score. Melville Battleford early in the opening period tonight.
13 shots and Harmon Laserhume. He stopped them all, but you know, you hope that it's hard to stay in a game sometimes when you don't get a lot of work.
Perlingers go to work. There's a chance, ripped off the shoulder. Good save there. Laserhume rebound, fired wide that time by Mack.
Great save.
Diaz will hold it in. Here's Perlinger to the blue line. Picked up here by Schrader. Look out, all kinds of traffic for that Bomber net. Laserhume will reach out and grab it. We got Noah Hull on top of one of the Perlingers here. And look out, we got a melee happening in front of the net. Somebody comes over and takes a whack at Lepper. Mack wants to grab a hold of Silvestri. And if you're Kindersley, you got to do something, right?
Exactly, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. Harmon Laserhume, although that wasn't going near the net. I spoke too soon. He made two great saves. The last one wasn't at the net, but he stopped the play with a lot of action in front of him.
Penalty being handed out here to Mack. We'll see if there's any Bombers that go off. Noah Hull might be taking a penalty here for Flin Flon too, I think.
Yep.
He's headed in that direction anyway. Major scrum in front of the Flin Flon Bomber net, so Mack will go off for Kindersley. And Noah Hull will head to the box here for Flin Flon. 5:34 to go second period. Maybe not quite as jam-packed as last night, but it's still a pretty darn good crowd here tonight for Game 2 of this SJHL quarterfinal.
It's funny that it seems like Friday nights, well, everybody's happy. It's the end of the work week. But I think we're going to beat the 50-50. We're talking about the 50-50. I know that a few teams have been calling the Bombers. How do you get it so high? Well, I'll tell you how you get it so high. Hard work. Tanya Benoit.
Selling them this afternoon.
She was all over town selling 50-50s this afternoon. There's no corporate sponsor here, folks. That's $19,000 done by Tanya and the other great volunteers here in Flin Flon. It's hard work. It's simple.
Alexi Silvestri can't get going. You're right. Definitely a double thumbs up for her and all the people that work so hard for this hockey team year after year. Couldn't do it without great volunteers. Here's a chance for Linklater. He'll get that on target. The save is made. Puck picked up by Lepper. He'll get it back to center. Smith has got it. He'll take off back up the ice. In Flin Flon territory. Lepper will knock it down deep. 5 minutes to play. Second period. 6-0 Flin Flon in front. Alexi Silvestri, a big hat trick here tonight among the highlights. Here's Lepper. Speaking of Silvestri, he'll take the pass, and he tried to get going, but knocked away that time by Demo. Demo, the Clipper D-man, drifts back of his own net, leaves it there, and it's grabbed by Inglis. Or Smith, rather. Smith has got it. Here's Inglis. He'll come back and get it. Inglis inside his own zone. Played that one back to DeGraves. DeGraves along the boards, tries to get free. Puck knocked away by Justin Lees. He'll poke that one back in the zone. Picked up by Bax. Feeds it over to Tancha. Here's a quick pass to Justin Lees in center. Lees will take off across the line. Justin Lees. Full flight to front end. Trying to finish up. Lost in his last second. They throw it back out front. Lees has got it again. Justin Lees. Circles to the blue line. He'll hang on. Justin Lee's looking for someone to give it to. Dropped it back to Anderson. Here's Carter Anderson. Along the boards to Bax. Bax has been really pinching a lot tonight. He'll get a hold of it along the right-hand boards, and it's forced out. Dress it back to Anderson. There's Tanchuk. He'll slap it in. 3:49 remaining. DeGraves grabbed it back of the goal. Shots to the period, by the way. 10-8 Flin Flon, so they're leading so far in the Tri Realty shot clock total in the game, 23-17. Puck picked up here by Anderson for the Clippers. He'll dump it down the ice this time. Taylor running into Bax. A big collision back with the Bomber net. Fans will cheer that. Here's Piccinino. He gets run over. Puck picked up by Bax, and he's got room again to center. He'll go off for a change. Boy, a long shift for him, but he'll dump it in. Played very well. Here's Hilbig. Dumps it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Jakubchuk there. Back of the goal for McNutt. Swings the pass to Carroll. Nice job to hit Gruner. Gruner to center. He's got Piccinino with him. Gruner stops inside the zone. Gruner knocked down. Puck comes out. Flin Flon will hammer it back in. Jeeman out of his net. Knocked it down back of the goal. Left it there for Smith. This is Smith, the big Kindersley D-man, back in his own net, being watched out front by Carroll. Up the middle, a good pass to Linklater. Broken up to the last second by McNutt. McNutt tried to feed it back over to Carroll. Puck will roll back inside the Clippers zone, and it's grabbed here by Demo. Bad on the corner. Smith for Flin Flon on top of it. Smith knocked it down. Back out front, can't get a shot away. There's Hilbig. Shift it back to center. Houle will get to it. Throws it back in. Hilbig tried to get up the ice, but that's knocked away. A little tight checking here right now. Jacob Bacher can't catch up with it. Smith has got it again for the Clippers. Bacher will force him back of the net. Looking for the turnover. Good work, Jacob Bacher. He takes the puck away from him. Now that's effort. Bacher trying to work his way back out front. Gets taken to the side of the goal. And look out, Silvestri not happy. He's grabbed a hold of somebody as well, but boy, talk about determination there from
Jacob Bacher. He's a gamer, and he's just so good. He's been good for the Bombers for the last 3 years.
Humboldt's tied at 1-1 Wings Broncos. Midway through the opening period, still waiting for our first goal in Battleford tonight. Scoreless with the Mills, Estevan Melford. 1-1 as well. So no surprises so far. The visiting teams got off to a bit of a good start, but the home teams have answered. It was 1-0, like we said, 13 seconds in for Estevan, but the Mustangs, they come back and earn a lead for Weyburn as well. But
you mentioned Anthony Bax. I think that's one of the reasons he's bought in for his offense, and to be a second line defenseman on the power play. A Uhl type guy on the second power play.
Absolutely. Puck back inside football territory. There's a penalty coming up. Jacob Bachner drilled in the corner here. And the penalty going to go to Kobe Perlinger. These Perlingers, they've been really pesky here tonight.
They're greasy. Again, those are the type of guys that you hate to play against, but you love them on your team.
So Kobe Perlinger doesn't like the call, but he's going to take the penalty. Boarding is the call, and Flin Flon back on the power play for the fourth time tonight. They're 2 for 3, Mike, and their power plays look pretty darn good the last couple of nights, hasn't it?
They sure has, and their penalty kill has looked fantastic. So the top penalty kill, top power play in the league, and they're showing it here in the SHL playoffs.
Chad Lyons, our Pepsi Power Play contestant, gets his products at Walmart. Good luck to you. Here's Smith for Flin Flon. Bomber's going to go with the second power play unit to start things off. Tanchuk. It's not a drive on target. Jeeman the save. Got the big break pad on that one. Rebound set back to the Bomber blue line. And good move here by Mike Reagan. Let some other guys play the power play. Here's McNutt. He'll rip that one in. Smith will race after it. Can't pick it up along the boards. Bombers shovel it in deep. That's Schrader back of the net. And that's picked up and fired back down the ice. So Tanchuk will go back to collect the puck. 1:25 to go in the power play. Just over a minute to go in the second period. And again, it's all Flin Flon so far tonight, a 6-0 lead. Gruner will send that one in deep. Piccinino races after it. It's chopped over top of the Clipper net. Anderson in there. Back of the goal for Piccinino. Blue line for Houle. Back out front. Bachner, the one-timer. Hit a stick, just went wide. Piccinino tries to chase it down back of the goal. 49 seconds remaining. Flin Flon looking for another big power play goal tonight. The Clippers trying to contain them. Puck at the side of the Kindersley net. Grabbed here by Anderson. Throws it back to right point to Houle. Right-hand boards, back to Houle again. He'll shovel it back in deep. Puck picked up, and I don't know what that hit. Must have hit the side of the press box here. Holy cow. I was ducking for cover all the way, were you?
Well, because I saw you go down, it
looked like it was coming straight up
I
here.
threw you in front of me as a human shield there, Rob. I just look. We're gonna see these Perlinger brothers a lot. They're only 07, so they have a long SJHL career in front of them.
Absolutely. 31 seconds to go in the period. 43 seconds remaining in the penalty.
And Kindersley natives.
Yes, they are. They got a lot of hometown kids on this team. Linklater, of course, the captain. We're going to talk to the second intermission, by the way. Also right from Kindersley as well. Puck lifted back to center. That's grabbed here by Noah Houle. He'll knock it down. 18 seconds remaining. He'll play it ahead. Grabbed here by Anderson. Plays it back to Walker. Jacob Walker, a lot of jump in his step here in the second period. Ahead to Carter Anderson. Across the line, knocked away at the last second. The puck will come out. Walker gets it back to center. Here's Noah Houle. Threads the needle to Justin Lees. Lees out front. Chance. There's Silvestri. And a good right pad save by Gaiman. And that close to being a 7-0 game.
Yeah, the Bombers.
Great save.
All over the Kindersley Clippers. Bachler, everybody having words with Brock Mueller. Interesting. Interesting how the dynamic, and that's hockey. I mean, you're best of friends 1 week and you play against each other, you don't like each other, then after the game you're best buddies once again.
McNutt getting into it with Van den Elzen here at the end of the period as well. Let's take a break. Lots to get to for the second intermission for the co-op tonight, but two more for Flin Flon. They take a 6-0 lead after two. This is Creighton Furniture Flin Flon Bomber playoff hockey on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear.
A brutal hit into the board.
6.
Through the ring.
They'll need to be for shockwave therapy at Full Range Therapy in Creighton for sure.
Pain reduction, restoration of movement, that's just what's needed here.
With stem cell activation accelerating the healing of bone, muscles, and tendons.
Better call or go online for an appointment because Shockwave is ideal for everyone who battles everyday and injury pain.
Win the pain game against chronic headaches, injuries, arthritis, neck, back pain, and more. Book a Shockwave appointment with Mark at FullRangeTherapy.com. Your transformation awaits.
It's the stomping and the whining that I struggle with. The crazy family home I have is perfect, but for the stomping and the whining. I'm sorry, son. We are watching Dad's big game and then our movie. You'll have to use the old TV in the basement for your games. No good? What do you mean no good? Okay. I'll see what we can get for you and your friends at Shane's. Great news. Shane's carries a variety of Skyworth Google TVs made with affordability and decent graphics and sound in mind. Easy to use, pairs with your kids' tech, and you'll be happy with the price. Find Skyworth TV options at Shane's at the Echinike Mall and get rid of their stomping and your whining. Shane's. Watch, listen, play, connect.
Picture this, a home that welcomes you with open arms, where every room tells a story of comfort and security. Jim's Custom Doors and Windows, your local go-to windows, doors, and blinds store. At Jim's, they believe in turning houses into homes. Their windows don't just frame views, they frame memories. And their doors, well, they open endless possibilities. Whether you're upgrading for style or enhancing security,
10 seconds.
The experts at Jim's can guide you every step of the way. Jim's Custom Doors and Windows, 687-7071.
You're on.
And welcome back to Whitney Forum, a 6-0 Flin Flon lead after 40 minutes tonight. It was 4-0 after one. Then we get two more in the second. Jacob Walker gets his second in as many nights as he gets a nice opportunity from Noah Houle and Anderson. Just wide open out front, another power play goal, and he's not going to miss from the slot. Actually went from one of the hash marks. He was in that tight, so a nice shot. The first one to beat Cody Jamin tonight. Remember, he came in after Logan Falk started and gave up 4, so he comes in and the first one to beat him tonight. Walker's second from Houle and Anderson. Power play goal 527. And all of said would get rewarded for some fine work in front of the Clipper net. Great work by Tyson Smith. Got in there whacking away. The rebound came out front. And Olsen, who scored a lot of big goals in the last couple of years in the playoffs, gets another big one tonight. His first of this postseason as the Bombers would take a 6-0 lead. Shots in the second. The Triad Realty shot clock. 12-9 in favor of Flin Flon. The Bombers a two-period total of 25. Kindersley a two-period total of 17. And special teams, again, a big part of the game. Kindersley not only 0 for 3, but gave up a shorthanded goal earlier tonight. The Bombers right now 2 for 4 with the extra attacker. So that's the story. 6-0 Flin Flon after 2. Once again, in the regular season, when the Bombers led after 2 this year, 36-0-2. When Kindersley trailed after 2 this year, 5-21-2-1. And obviously for them, this is a huge third period with games 3 and 4 going back to West Central Event Center in Kindersley for Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably not really realistic. You're going to score 6 times, although anything can happen. But for them, they really got to find a way to win this third period. We'll see what happens tonight. But again, all Flin Flon so far, 6-0 after 2. We'll chat with the hometown Kindersley captain, Logan Linklater. Joins us next. More of the second intermission show coming up for the Co-op right here, 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear.
Hudbay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast.
3.
Through bursaries, donations for hockey schools and clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hudbay has supported the Flin Flon community with their dedication and generosity for decades and continues to be a major donator to charities, events, and organizations. Hudbay thanks the people of Flin Flon and the surrounding communities for their continued support.
There's nothing quite like new familiarity. You know, like a lost track from your favorite old band. Fresh, but well acquainted. Just like the North of 53 Co-op. Staple and gourmet items you know and love, friendly staff who will treat you right, and the Co-op always has new items or something you may have missed that's new to you. You can get a tin of beans and milk anywhere, but you can't find the feeling of new familiarity just anywhere. The North of 53 Co-op, you're at home there.
RAG 1987 Limited in the Paw now have ultra-quiet generators in stock for any purpose. The ultra-quiet 1000i is one of the quietest gas-powered generators on the market, delivering 1000 watts of power. The 3000 IES features the Honda Eco throttle system, offering amazing fuel efficiency, lasting 7 to 20 hours on a single tank.
10 seconds.
From to industrial, get your hands on a Canadian-built and tested Honda generator at RAG 1987 Limited in the Paw, your local Honda dealer.
You're on.
Welcome to our second intermission. The hometown Kindersley Clipper captain, Logan Linklater, joins us. Logan, let's talk about last night's game quickly. I thought a really good start for your team in the opening period. You doubled them in shots. Just couldn't vary when you needed to, and that might be one of the big differences in the game for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. I think I thought we had a great start as well. I thought we came out flying. I thought we came out physical, ready to, we're hungry, right? But, obviously this team's got a lot of talent, so you can't give them a lead, and, that's definitely what hurt us. So hopefully we can get one tonight. So
let's talk about those 2 games in your building. You faced Flin Flon about, 3 and a half weeks ago. Played them really well. You beat them the one night, and we're a goal post away from sending it to overtime. Was that the weekend that you proved to yourselves that you could play with this team?
Yeah, I think it was kind of the whole, 2-week stretch leading up to that. We went into, Humboldt's building. We beat them twice. We played them hard, playoff hockey-style games. And then obviously, you got the number 1 team in the country coming down to, our building, and, we wanted to send a message. So I definitely thought that's when we took a step as a team, and I definitely think that's when guys realized that we can compete with anyone. So.
Well, you're very good in your own rig. There's no question about that. If you guys could find ways to win on the road, you could be a very scary team.
Yeah, for sure. I think, obviously the challenge, winning in the Forum, but, we're confident in our group. Even after last night, we felt we were right there. But like I said, you just can't give these guys a lead. But, I think if we can get up one hour early on them tonight, or, whatever it is, I think we got a chance. So I think we can get one here, we're good at home. So, yeah.
You had some chances on the power play. You had a tough time. Really, that's probably the only part of your game I thought that didn't go well last night. Did it kind of frustrate you overall for the rest of the game, the production you couldn't get on the power play last night?
Yeah, for sure. I think, anytime when you get a chance to, take advantage of the opportunity, I think it's, it's frustrating when you don't get it done. I think, I think that's where we lost the game last night, was not being able to, get up on them. But, we're going to go back. We're going to look at it. We're going to be prepared tonight. We're going to be ready to go tonight. And, if we can get a couple on the power play, you never know. Maybe it's, maybe it's a closer game, or maybe we have a 1-0 lead or whatever it is. But, we're prepared now. So.
Well, and it's a veteran team there and a good hockey team, like you mentioned. You get those chances. You can't afford to let them slip away.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, they're very talented. I think their whole top six are scoring threats. So, when you get a chance to go 1-0 into the second, or even 2-0 halfway through the second, I think it's important that you got to bury on those chances. Capitalize on your opportunities. So I think, like I said, I think we can get a good start again. Maybe pot 1 or 2. I think we're pretty good at playing with a lead here. So I think we're confident in our group when we can get that lead, but we just got to get it done. So
you're back in the playoffs. You got a chance. What was it like playing a playoff game in the Whitney Forum? I'm sure you heard all kinds of stories. You probably watched stuff on YouTube. What's it like when you come in here and play?
Yeah, I actually, we do our little huddle before the game, and I kind of just said to the boys, there's nothing better than this. You won't ever experience anything like this in your life. And I think, it's been a long time coming for the guys that have been here, and we've been really hungry to get back in the playoffs and to prove some people wrong. So to do it here in the Forum is incredible, and I know obviously the zoo is, the fans are incredible. So I think, it's intimidating when you come to another team's barn, but we love this energy. We love, when the fans get in our face. We like those challenges. So we're pumped up, we're fired up, and we love playing here.
And let's face it, Logan, the pressure's on them.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's what we've been talking about too. Is we got nothing to lose here. We're the 8th seed. No one expects us to win, but we have all the confidence in the group that we can. So I think like we've talked about, I think we get up on early. We can start to frustrate people in this building, and I think it'll leak down to their bench too. So I think we just got to stay confident in our group, stay positive, stay up, and stay what makes us successful. And I think we'll be okay. So
a lot of changes for this team the last year. I mean, you've come mountains from where you were. Well, a year ago at this time, you're not even playing hockey anymore. Clayton Jardine. It was obvious to me that this team was really prepared to play here last night. What's it been like for you to play under this guy, a former SJHL Coach of the Year and a finalist this year?
Yeah, he's been incredible. I can't say enough good things about Clayton. I think, when you look at, how he's turned this team around, I think, it proves a lot about him as a coach. But I think it's also, we had a lot of talent in this group last year. We just couldn't seem to get the job done. But I feel like, the things he's been able to do and the details and everything that he takes so seriously that we maybe looked over last year has been a huge difference. I think, the way he carries himself, the way he carries, he wants to build a culture here. I think it's super special. I think it's something that, is going to be great for this organization in the coming years. I think he's going to do something great for this community. So
I agree. I think he's a really good coach. But you guys got to give yourselves a little bit of slack for last year. You had a lot of tough injuries.
For sure. Yeah, it was tough. Absolutely. We just couldn't seem to get away from the injury bug. But, we're back now. And, like I said, we're excited to play playoff hockey. So
you have to go back to Kindersley for games 3, 4, Tuesday, Wednesday. Haven't had a game there, a playoff game there for a number of years. What would a win here tonight do for your fan base in Kindersley, evening up the series and taking away home ice advantage?
Yeah, I think we're already, I think the town back home is already super pumped up. I think it's already going to be a big crowd. I think people are going to be loud. I think people are going to be excited. But, to get one here and to even it up and, kind of take home ice advantage away from them, even if we play good, two good games on home ice, we can go up 3-1 potentially if we win this one tonight, right? So I think it's huge. I think it shows everyone that we mean business. I think everyone, I got a lot of texts from former teammates, a lot of people from the town last night that were just watching the game. They're interested. They want to see us win. They want to see us play playoff hockey. There's so many people invested in this team this year, and it makes me so proud to be from there, and I think it's going to be a real good atmosphere there, games 3 and 4.
So many good attributes to your game, a premier player. How much do you enjoy the face-off circle? You were dynamite last night.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an important part of the game. It gets you possession, right? So I think it's a huge part, and, it's something I take pride in, too. And I think they got a lot of good summer in there. I think Silvestri's very good at taking draws. Lee's is obviously amazing at taking draws. I think, it's something you got to take pride in because it's something that, you're going to get possession of the puck. So it starts the plays. You can, hockey's a very, fast game. You can't really make plays out of it, but when you have the opportunity to off face-offs, I think it's very important that you try to win them and execute them. So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to tonight, Logan. Thanks a lot for doing this. I've enjoyed watching you play the past couple of years. Good luck to you and your team here tonight and the rest of the way.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Logan Linklater, the hometown Kindersley Clipper captain here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
It feels great. Clear. Maytag at Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center. Everywhere you look, there's Maytag appliances that you can picture being in your own home because they have what you're looking for and will make sure you're happy. It's so reassuring that Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center delivers right to your door and will service your major appliances too. When your appliances need a little updating, do what feels great. Shop Maytag at Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center, 306-688-7587.
Thank you for choosing Lily of Triad Realty to be your real estate agent. Your confidence in inviting Lily on your journey, whether buying or selling, means the world to her. Because of your love of Flin Flon and you wanting to be a part of this community, Lily has been awarded the Silver Individual MLS Medallion Award for 2 years running. Flin Flon has sold a record number of homes, and Lily is privileged to be part of a group that loves to call Flin Flon home. Lily says, "Thank you for trusting me and for being part of making Flin Flon such a great place to call home."
You're on.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the Whitney Forum. Mike Slip back up in the booth here. Mike, let's take a look at what's happening with the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Well, the lead for the Estevan Bruins short-lived. They scored 13 seconds in. That Melford club came back with 3 straight, and boy, they are going to be a real tough out for anybody. I know it's early, but they look good down the stretch. They're up 3-1 after 1 tonight.
Wow. Yeah, Melford is going to be tough.
Humboldt will be too. They're up 2-1 on Weyburn right now. They're in the second period. Still no score. Late in the first between Melville, Battleford. We mentioned the Manitoba Junior Hockey League will take tonight off. They'll be back on all 4 fronts tomorrow. The Blizzard looking to even things up with Dauphin tomorrow. Vernon in Neepawa, Winkler at Portage, and Steinbach in Niverville. All up 1 game to none of those respective series, like we said. They will continue tomorrow. NHL finals today. The Islanders doubled up on Winnipeg 6-3. Nashville held off Detroit 1-0. Philly over Boston 3-2. The Leafs, they double Edmonton 6-3. St. Louis in overtime beats Minnesota 5-4. The Flyers and Rangers now tied up at 2 after 2. And Ottawa, a rare win, but they beat the New Jersey Devils 5-2. Calgary, Vancouver, the second half of Hockey Night in Canada. And again, KHL semifinal action. Again, congratulations to PBCN Selects. Up to the league final. They knocked off the NCN Flames today 5-1 to win that semifinal. 3 games to none, awaiting the winner of Cross Lake and the defending 6-time champion Egwood Juniors. 6-0 Flin Flon in front here. And we're underway in the third period. Did you see a lot more of the third and fourth lines here in the third period, Mike?
I would think so.
I would think so too, right?
And different lineups on the penalty, on the special teams too, I think.
Niven will keep the puck in. Throws it in deep. Knocked it down along the boards. Nice work here by Niven along the boards. Brings it back to the blue line. Lots of room for Bax. Bax walks in, shoots. Oh, good save,
Nice save.
Jamin.
Yep.
He'll flash the leather there, but again, way too much room. I'll tell you what. I'm sure that they're going to have to they're going to be tightening up defensively for games 3 and 4 Tuesday, Wednesday. The Bomber, we didn't see as much last night, Mike, but tonight, way too much time in space.
Anthony Bax had all the time in the world.
He could have kept going.
Yeah. Geez, those 2 interviews, Robert, great. Both Carter Anderson and Logan Linklater sounded like pros. Two very well-spoken young men.
2 of the top players in the league as well. Bombers win the faceoff. Bax again. That shot got blocked. They get a Linklater trying to get free here. Bax gets back and gets it to center. Here's Schrader. He'll carry the puck across the line. Bax intercepted it off the glass, and Diaz races after it with Gilbert on top of him. Gilbert will take it away in the corner. Puck kick free. Schrader's got it. Played over to Ostrom. Ostrom. Headman's at the center. That's right on the tape that time of Brock Evans. Evans really hasn't had much going in these last 2 games. He's really good against Flin Flon back in Kindersley a few weeks back. He'll center that pass. It'll make its way down the ice, and Jamin will make the save, and Hilbig will grab it with Dawson Carroll on top of him. Hilbig back of his own net. Just underway in the third period. Triad Realty shot clock 26-17 Bombers, and a 6-0 lead, including a Silvestri hat-trick. Klippers get the puck in. There's a bouncing puck in front of that. The Klippers are after. I thought that puck was in. Underneath Laser Hill pads. Well, you got to be what? Lucky to be good, good to be lucky. That's pure luck there. As we'll take a look. Hopefully he'll run that up on the replay. But I thought Kindersley was going to finally break the shot.
Yeah,
and get a
Laser
goal.
Hume was able to fight through again, I think.
So here's the stretch pass here across the line. They'll throw it back out front. Puck is bouncing, and there's the backhander there. And Lasercombe had no idea where it was, but he got in position anyway.
He did, yeah. He is so flexible, Laser Hugh. He just stretches. Mika Kiprasov likes stretching all the time, and
save of the series so far for him. Justin Lees lines up here against Inglis. The Clippers win the draw. Goes back to Smith. His shot knocked down by Hilbig along the boards. He gets it back to Smith. A little trouble there with the lines, but he got tangled up. But now McNutt will get it, but it's hit with a high stick. So they'll blow it down. McNutt disagrees, but definitely hit with a high stick.
Yeah, it sure was.
Minute 40 gone here in the third period. Great crowd. How about the 50-50?
Unbelievable.
$22,510. Do we hit 25 grand tonight, Mike?
You should. I mean, that's $20 at a time, folks, although some people buy more than that. But, again, just hard work by volunteers.
And this is just the first two games of the playoffs.
Yeah, and again, not as big a crowd tonight as last night.
Off the face-off, shot right on that time, courtesy of Zachary Anderson and Harmon Laser-Hume, who certainly is, we talk about, guys getting their mojo back, and Harmon Laser-Hume for sure these two games, right?
Yes,
just the way he's moving and ways reacting to pucks, but also the Bombers done a really good job of letting him see all the shots as well. Piccinino. Puck will come out. Anderson is after it. Knocked down by Inglis. The puck is flipped back in. Smith is there to get it for Kindersley. Carter Anderson will chase him. Smith with Anderson all over him, having a tough time getting away. Had to regroup, keep in his own zone. Now he loses it in the corner to Justin Lees. Back out front, Piccinino. Can he shoot it? A backhander off the side of the goal. Good work by Carter Anderson again. Back to the net. Back up front, Lees. The one-timer. He ripped it wide. What a play by Carter Anderson to set him up. Anderson after it again along the boards. Hilbig there to take it from him. He'll play it up the left side for Anderson. And Kindersley broke it up, and Bombers pounced it off the boards back in Clipper territory. There's Demo. Forced back to that here by Lees. What a setup by Anderson to the Bomber captain moments ago. Demo will take his time. Niven watches him out front. Now he'll swing the puck over to Mack. Back to Diaz. Cross the line, but knocked away. Here's Noah Houle. Stretch pass to Niven. Niven with Smith. Niven heads on a shot. He ripped it over top of the net. Puck will come just outside the Clipper blue line. Olafson a goal tonight. Knocked it down. Got it back to Niven. Here's Niven. Offside. Smith extra anxious over on the far right. They'll blow it down. 17 minutes to go in the third period. McDonald's out of town scoreboard. What's going on in the SJHL? Glad you asked. We've got Melford ahead of Estevan, 3-1 after one. 2-1 Broncos currently in the second. And Battleford has scored late in the opening period to take a 1-0 lead on Melville.
I find it very strange that the MJHL isn't playing tonight.
They're going home. They're going back and forth. There's no 2-2-2.
Oh, that's the reason. Wow. Yeah. That's expensive.
Guess who got the goal for Battleford?
Mr. Bell.
No, he did not. Bradley Blake, his first in the playoffs. Power play goal. Bell got an assist, though. So that's the story there so far. Bell has 3 points last night. We're going to have a scrap here. Dawson Carroll going to drop the mitts here with Bandit Elson. And we said that Kindersley had to do something to get their team back in it. And here we go. Dawson Carroll and Bandit Elson. Look out. Carroll gets the left hand in. Bandit Elson comes back. And they fall down here. And the Kindersley bench erupts here. A good shot by Carroll early. And we'll see how this sparks this Kindersley team here, Mike Smith.
You shake hands.
Absolutely.
Hockey is a weird game, isn't it, Rob? I mean, Kindersley had to do something, Rob. I saw Carroll...
I can't, not to cut you off, Mike, but I'm trying to think the last time I saw two guys score off in a fight.
Yeah. Like
That's the first one in the new year for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were saying?
The two combatants were chatting at the face-off there, and I was wondering if something might happen, and it did.
Well, like you said, we talked about it, and I mentioned this too, Mike, when you took a break there in the intermission. Kindersley has to somehow win this period going back to their building for games 3 and 4 Tuesday, Wednesday.
They need some positivity. I call that fight a draw, but maybe it went to the Clipper a little bit.
We'll see if it sparks them, but it is definitely the fans enjoyed it, that's for sure, as I'm sure you can hear the reaction. Puck rolls back in the Bomber zone, that's Houle. Up the boards, it's going to roll wide, so that'll be an icing call. And we're going to face off back in the Flin Flon zone. We got Perlinger in there again with Houle.
Both of them, both Perlingers. have been after Noah Houle in the last two plays.
They've been by far the most feisty Clipper players in the opening games here in Flin Flon.
They
were getting into it with Bachler earlier tonight as well, and they've had moments with McNutt as well. They've got into it with him.
They're just 17 years old, but they're not afraid to scrap with 20-year-olds.
Off the face-off, grabbed here by Olesen. 2-on-1, Flin Flon, Gilbert to Smith. Smith shoots. Save, Jamin, rebound. They try to shovel it in. There's a big save by Jamin again. Smith looking for his first SJHL playoff goal there, Mike, and what a feed it was by Gilbert to get him in.
Oh boy, that was a bad hit.
Smith taken down, no call here. The fans don't like it. The Clippers to Graves. Smith looks like he's going to stay out there. I thought he might get off the ice, but no, good for him. He's had a good game tonight and almost picked up his first goal. Loses his glove here, taken out of his hand, but Smith will stay with it and go after Diaz. Perlinger can't pick it up, so it's a icing call against Kindersley. And Smith goes back to get his glove, a little frustrated with the referee here. Thought there should have been a penalty. Thought for the hit, but on that play as well.
Yeah, probably 2 times he could have got. I thought he drew a penalty, but the referees might have put the whistles away here.
Face off inside the Clippers zone to the right of Cody Jamin. Silvestri Semp and Bachler go back to work.
The problem, I don't know if they are, but if they put the whistles away, they could lose control of a game like this. You know, the Clippers are frustrated. Don't blame them at all. So they got to keep a close eye.
So the Bombers have scored 10 goals in the 2 games so far, 6 of them courtesy of Bachler and Silvestri. Bachler at center right now will rip it right back in. Of course, a big hat trick for Silvestri tonight has really helped with the cause. That one sent off the glass and back to center. Semp knocked it down, fed it back in the zone, this time to Backs. Gets it back to center. Linklater cut that one off. He'll fire it back in. Stopped by Laserhume, back to the goal. He'll play it around the boards himself. Checked ahead. Jacob Bachler trying to take off. Almost got there. He'll get the puck down. Bachler across the line. Trying to throw it out front to Semp, but broke it up this time by Smith, the Clipper D-man. Back to Ostrom. Oh, there's a chance. Fired over top of the net again by Linklater. The Clippers trying to get that goal. You sense they really want this period bad.
And they need it. It's not just want. It's a need to get something going in this series, because really, let's face it, except for that first period last night, it's been all Bombers.
15-17 to go in the third period. 27-19. The Trad Realty shot clock in favor of the Bombers at a 6-0 lead, and it really could be worse. So that great toe save by Jamin late in the second, and he made a pretty good save off Tyson Smith here as well early in the third. So doing his part to try and give his team a chance to try and get whatever momentum they can for the series going back to Kindersley, like we mentioned on Tuesday and Wednesday night. They have the puck right now. There's a chance. Bouncing puck. Laserhume, a good save. On a good shot for the blue line that time by Luke Schrader. And maybe that fight's kind of sparked him a little bit.
Seems like it. Seems like it, Rob. They're playing with a little more oomph.
14:58 to go. They'll reset for the face-off to the right of Harmon Laserhume. Easton Inglis digging in here against Justin Lees, the captain, who, of course, got set up pretty nice earlier here in the third period as well by Anderson, and he ripped it wide. Speaking of Anderson, he's got the puck right now. Played it back to the Kindersley blue line, knocked down by Diaz. Anderson for the Clippers comes back. Swatted away. Diaz will chase it down in Clipper territory, back of his own net. Good pursuit here by Carter Anderson. Love this aggressive Bomber forecheck. That's what the team looked like way back in the first half of the season. Icing against Kindersley again. Clipper bench doesn't like it.
Yeah, I think the worst thing that happened to the Bombers maybe was, tying up first place so early, and also that what I think is a foolish poll, being the top team in the country.
Yeah, there really is nothing really to substantiate.
No,
that.
there's nothing. It's
that gets people talking, though, Mike.
It's great marketing. I tell you, it's fantastic.
They do negate the call, so it was a blown icing call. Olesen will line up here at center ice against Taylor. Puck comes back to Clipper blue line, grabbed here by DeGraves. Quick on top of it again. He's across the Bomber line, swatted away. Played back to Smith. Smith for Flin Flon after it again. Knocked away from him at the blue line. Bouncing puck picked up by Nivens. Got to wait for Smith to get back on side. And he takes Taylor down. A lot of good body check for Flin Flon here tonight. Nivens shaking up, though, here, Mike, as he's got to skate off. It looks like his wrist is bugging him. I hope he's okay. The Bombers lost Joey Lees after last night's game. And Niven really in some pain as he makes his way back to the Bomber bench, and hopefully he's all right. Here's Lepper at the blue line. Wings the pass to Hull. Quick chance. That got blocked that time by Perlinger. 2-on-1 with Perlinger and DeGraves. And what happened to behind the plate here? Look out! Noah Hull comes over and drops from the Perlingers. Oh my goodness, we got a big scrub going on now. Punches flying everywhere. The Perlingers are in there. Noah Hull dragged to the ice. You've got the Bombers. Gilbert is down there. There's a penalty coming up and behind the play.
Yeah, I think against the Bombers.
Well, I'm wondering about that. Why would they blow it down? The Kindersley had a 3-on-1.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got Demo getting into it here with Lepper. Noah Hull went at Perlinger and drilled him in the corner.
And Smith got a glove hooked onto his snap, gives it back to Perlinger.
Holy cow, what a major scrum here with 13:47 to go in the third period.
Noah Hull's been...
There's DeGraves, he's in there as well.
Noah Hull's been at it with the Perlingers most of the night.
It's going to be interesting to see how they sort all this out.
Yeah.
13:47 to go. I think we're going to take a break. We might be here a while.
Yep.
6-0 Flin Flon in front. Again, the Klippers, we knew they were going to come out and play feist in the third period, Mike. They're doing everything they can to at least get something out of this two-game series here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they need to do. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, of course, but they got to play with some emotion.
Let's take a break. We're back with more here momentarily on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear.
When you open a...
that'll be 11.
You're not just opening a refreshing drink, you're opening a world of possibilities.
Okay.
How about a nice Hawaiian vacation? Or an amazing African safari? Or even a not-so-fun trip to the Amazon? When you have a bubbly, sparkling water, you can go anywhere and do anything. So crack a smile. Arctic beverages and bubbly, sparkling water.
There's nothing quite like new familiarity. You know, like a lost track from your favorite old band. Fresh, but well acquainted. Just like the North of 53 Co-op. Staple and gourmet items you know and love. Friendly staff who will treat you right. And the Co-op always has new items or something you may have missed that's new to you. You can get a tin of beans and milk anywhere, but you can't find the feeling of new familiarity just anywhere. The North of 53 Co-op, you're at home there.
You're on. And welcome back to Whitney Ford. Boy, action's picked up here. Brock Buehler at the Bomber bench here, Mike Swift, and he's giving it to anybody that'll listen.
And a few of the boys on the bench, they're so close quarters there that they can just chat at will. This is going to be interesting how this is all sorted out. It's going to take a while, I believe.
The respective captains just below us, Justin Leeds, Logan Linklater getting the inspector. Referee's got his notepad out. And I'll tell you what, he's writing a lot of stuff down there. Noah Hull right now sitting in the box here for the Bombers. I believe DeGraves has gone in here for Kindersley. But you'd like to think the Perlingers would somehow be getting a penalty, would they not? They were kind of in there to get it going as well.
Yeah, the one, I can't tell who's who. Sort of got bumped out of the scrum a little bit, but...
Noah Hull in there for Flin Flon, DeGraves in there for Kindersley, and like I said, he's got that pad out, trying to keep track of what's going on, but boy, the fans get their money's worth here tonight.
Playoff hockey, Rob.
And like we said, Kindersley, we knew would come out and try and do something a bit different here to try and spark their club. They're down by 6. Tough to come back against anybody, especially Whitney Foreman, Flin Flon, but you do whatever you can to win that third period, and of course you get the guys excited and get the mojo going, and obviously they're going to be better in your own building anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Cam Perlinger, I don't know if he's hurt or, it looks like he's shaken up a bit leg-wise.
Yeah, he's trying to...
I wasn't sure if it was equipment or what.
Trying to skate on that leg. Or he might even have a skate problem. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if it's...
He might have to get something done on that skate.
Jardine's talking to him.
McDonald's out of town scoreboard elsewhere in the SJHL playoffs tonight. A Melford up on Estevan 3-1. In the second, Humboldt's taking a 3-1 lead on Weyburn. And Battleford continues to lead Melville 1-0. They're getting ready for the second period tonight. At Access Communications Center. Brock Mueller at center ice again here. Are you watching this? Him and Cole Townshek are really getting at each other.
I think the whole, you're right, he's just chatting with all the Bombers.
Townshek seems to be doing a lot of talking from the Bomber bench.
Yeah.
Trying to get Brock Mueller off his game. We'll see what happens. We still got 13:47 to play. Now, Taylor's jumped in there as well. He's right on. Him and Anderson are having a conversation at the bench. And anytime you have a delay like this, stuff tends to happen.
I had a nice chat with Brock's dad in between periods. It was a lot more friendly than what Brock's talking to his old friends about. Show me a great picture of that we took at Parents Weekend that he had sent to Cale McCarr's dad. And Cale McCarr's dad happy that we're got together here in Flin Flon. A great hockey dad. I think he's the new Walter Gretzky.
So Taylor and Perlinger are now in the Kindersley box. And the Bombers have added Smith and Gilbert. So the penalty boxes are jam-packed, 3 in both ways.
Cam Perlinger still sort of favoring that leg.
I wonder if it's a skate problem. The trainer and the coach are both kind of wondering about that.
It looks like he's shaken up a bit. I hope not.
Linklater and Lee still getting the word downstairs here. They're trying to. There's the notepad out. The 2 referees, both referees have got notepads full of stuff. And the Bomber fans, of course, getting the chat going once again. 50-50 now at what? If there's something else with the delay, Mike, maybe you might hit 25 grand on 50-50 after all.
A lot of people will see this and start buying multiples. You know, you're right, Rob. I think they have a very good chance of hitting 25,000, which may be a record for the Bombers.
2 minutes up on the board here for Flin Flon. That's probably going to be the initial penalty. I'm thinking of Noah Poole, would it not? He went down the corner and charged Perlinger and drove him on the board.
It looks right now that it's offset.
Oh, wait, they put another one up there.
But that being said, there may be a misconduct.
13:47 to go. Third period, 6-0 Flin Flon in front.
Brock Mueller's had enough chatting against his old teammate. He's going to go on the bench.
And I think we're about ready to get rolling here. Nobody left the ice. I don't think there's been any misconduct handed out.
Could be a 10-minute because there's still 13 minutes left, Rob. But we'll have to see. I mean, we're going to hear about it here in a few minutes.
27-21, the shots as well in favor of Flin Flon. The Trad Realty shot clock here tonight. Referee comes over to talk to Mike Reagan. Mike shaking his head. He doesn't look happy. Clayton Jardine, always tough to tell. He's very, very, like you said, oh, wait, no, he doesn't look happy either. Clayton Jardine has got his hat up. He's a little bit more emotional than what he normally is as well. Neither coach looked happy after all that, did they?
No.
I think we're going to be 4-on-4. Clayton Jardine, now he's really, the referee's come over. Is Kindersley taking another penalty here? He's pointing his direction here, Mike. He ain't pointing at you, I don't think.
I think they want to put another person in the box.
I think they do too, yeah.
Maybe it's...
I think it's Perlinger. The other one's going in. Here we go.
I think this is Cam.
And you're right, he's having a tough time here. He's the one Perlinger's leaving the game, and the other one's going to the penalty box. That would be the only ejection that we've seen.
I don't know why Coach Reagan would be upset about that. Maybe. I can see Coach Jardine being a little
he wasn't happy about it. Anyway, after all that, here comes Noah Houle. Houle's leaving the game as well. Those will be those 10-minute misconducts because they tack those on the twos.
Yeah.
So we're 4-on-4 here. Cohen Stemp is going to go serve the penalty here for Noah Houle. So 4-on-4 hockey here. The Bombers will go with Gruner, Lepper.
Fans enjoying a little journey, Rob. You should be singing too.
Vax and Pichitino now. I'll let Steve Perry look after it. Linklater.
The voice.
Mueller's going to the penalty box now, too, and he says there's no room to get in there. He's right. Brock Mueller can't get in the penalty box. There's no room downstairs. Where's he going to stand? Well, they finally get the gate open, and Mueller's in there as well. And look out, he watched somebody in the penalty box now. He watched Smith. Brock Mueller not happy. We'll see if something happens when he gets back out on the ice here. Gesturing with the stick in the penalty box below us. This is going to be an interesting final 13 and a half minutes here.
He's really giving it to him, Rob.
He won't, he can't sit up. There's no room.
I think that's Carter Anderson.
Well, Smith's in there too. Anyway, it's 4-on-4 hockey. We're finally back underway. Here's Luke Flin Flon. He'll skate with it to center. Gets it off the backs, across the line. Backs knocking down a shot on target. The same made here by Jamin. Big rebound. And Diaz, well, poke it back down the ice inside the Flin Flon zone. Back's there to get it. And he'll pick it up deep in his own. Headman's at the Tanchuk. Tanchuk to center. Leans into this one. Fires it back in the Clippers zone. There's Piccinino. Can't knock it down. Mack. Flip that one back to Hilbig. Hilbig a lot of room. He'll take it to center. Here comes Hilbig across the Bomber line. Shot blocked. A chance in front for Mack. A backhander couldn't get much on it. Piccinino trying to get the puck out. Ran into Evans. Puck dug free by Bax. Here's Bax for Flin Flon. Played it ahead to Gruner. Nice backhand pass. 2-on-1. Bax and Tanchuk. Bax hangs on. Bax out front. Almost put in the own net that time by the defenseman, or the forward Evans, who came back, almost whacked it in his own net. Schrader will skate with it for the Clippers to center. Dropped it back in the zone that time to Diaz. Diaz with Olofsson all over him, trying to get away. Great pursuit here by Olofsson as he ties up Diaz in the corner. Niven will go in there and try to pick up the puck. Good to see Niven back out there.
Yeah,
He was out there, he got shaken up there. Bombers can't hold the puck in. Here's an opportunity for Inglis, knocked to the ice by Jakubchuk, who's had a great game tonight.
Again.
Back to Olofsson. Here's the drop pass to Niven. He'll take off. Niven to center. Like a firecracker across the line. And puck will redirect off Diaz over the glass and out of play. It looks out of the Bomber dressing room. Dawson Carroll, after his scrap, hasn't quite changed yet. He doesn't want to miss any of this action.
No, he's come out shirtless. Noah Wool's down there chatting with people, kids. always great with the hometown kids.
Face off inside the Clippers zone to the right. Well, Cody Jamin didn't start the game tonight, but I'm pretty sure he'll be starting game 3 in Kindersley on Tuesday. Here's Silvestri in the corner for Bachler. They both scored tonight. Oh, Bachler hit hard the boards. That's going to be a penalty here. Demo pleading his case. Bachler went down, and you know what? I don't think he let him in the boards. I think he fell down in the zone, but he was there, and definitely Bachler's shaken up. And
yeah, let's hope Jacob Bachler's okay. He's
Brock Miller going to take the penalty. He's back out on the ice here again pretty quickly. It's a boarding penalty. Jacob Bachler's shaken up here. The Bomber trainer may have to come out. Bachler's up, thank God. Another terrific performance by him tonight. 11:35 to go in the game. And the long and short of that, Mike Slip was another Flin Flon Bomber power play.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to get the update on all those penalties, Rob, from the website, but it's slow loading, so.
Face off inside the Clipper zone. Flin Flon 2 for 4 tonight. Puck picked up here by Hilbig. And he'll send it the length of the ice. Seth better be careful. Mueller coming down on him. Bombers push it ahead. Puck intercepted by Linklater. Linklater shorthanded. Here's Linklater. Mueller! Oh, but then he can't score! What a save by Harvin Laser-Hume. It looked like they might get their first in the series, but boy, Harvin Laser-Hume, a terrific. Then Brock Mueller takes a run here at backs. He's a man possessed here by Slip in the third period.
He is. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of Brock Mueller.
What a save by Harmon Laser-Hume. Center ice here for Gruner. Back across the line. He'll dump it in. Flin Flon on the power play. Puck held in along the boards. That one redirects and comes back to the Bomber blue line. Here's Cohen Semp from the box, and he'll feed it back to McNutt. 1:03 to go in the power play. 10.5 to go in the third period. Flin Flon in front, 6-0. Here's McNutt quickly to center. Back across the line, dropped it back to Justin Leeds, feeds it out front. Bachler walks in, rips it over top of the net. A great setup.
Bachler back out there. Good to see
And a great chance there, but fires it over top of that gut, over top of the glass, and it's not a play. But boy, that's how quickly they can make things happen with all these offensive weapons on the ice.
Absolutely. He's not many on the Kindersley bench down there.
Face off back inside the Clippers zone, the right of Cody Jamin. 51 seconds on the power play. Sylvester gets waved out. Walker goes in to take the draw here against Inglis. Diaz off the face-off. Lost the puck in the corner. Here's Sylvester. Up the wall. Tied up here with Inglis. Puck squirts free. Jacob Walker racing in to grab it. Puck jammed up deep in Clipper territory. Lees trying to get a stick on it. Lees does get to it eventually. Now it's pushed back in the scrum. Clippers try to tie it up, and if nothing else, killing a lot of valuable seconds. We're down to 24 seconds on the power play. Finally, they'll blow it down. Sylvester down on the ice has got a guy underneath him.
Great new camera angle there, Rob. Media timeout.
We'll take a quick break. Come back with more. 6-0 Flin Flon here. Game 2 of this SJHL quarterfinal on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. McDonald's, the proud supporter of sports and hockey in the North, now welcome you to
after this one will be 8.
all their tasty menu items. Whether it's breakfast, including the delicious McMuffin sandwiches, the bacon egger, sausage egger, egg McMuffin, and hot cakes. Lunch and supper, they've got you covered with Big Macs, quarter pounder BLT, the McChicken, crispy chicken, and the McNuggets. And don't forget about the value meal as well. Their menu includes the McDonald's
10 seconds.
chicken. Use the McDonald's app and order online to collect points for free items and free meals. That's McDonald's in Flin Flon. The drive-thru open daily starting at 7 a.m.
You're on.
Lees takes the pass at center. 7 seconds to go. The power play quickly across the Clipper blue line. 50-50 win. I don't think either one of us won. Puck will ricochet, go back in front of the Clipper net. Grabbed here by Jamin. Did we hit
surprised?
25 ground tonight?
23 and change, which is fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you again, Bomber Nation. I don't think we did, Rob.
Well, then don't throw that ticket out too quickly.
No, I never do. In fact, I find them later.
9:35 to go. Third period doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good for either of us.
Did I have any numbers tonight?
No, you weren't close.
I had one last night. Not even one tonight?
No.
Did I buy a draw from last week?
I don't know what happened. But now we got another timeout, Rob.
Well, we'll stay right here. Let's see what's happening out of town. The McDonald's out of town scoreboard here tonight. Battleford up 1-0 on Melville. They're now into the second period. Humboldt jumped up 5-2 on Weyburn midway through the second period. And Melford's built up a 4-1 lead on Estevan midway through the second as well. So it looks like all the teams that are expected to win are all looking good here early again tonight, Mike Slip.
Yeah. It's tough for those bottom 4 teams, but we expected maybe a couple of surprises, but nothing yet. Still early though, Rob.
It is. A big lead for Flin Flon tonight. Clippers actually out shooting the Bombers here in the third period, 6-4. Flin Flon still in front of the game, though, in the Fran Realty shot clock, 28-21. And a big 6-0 lead here with 9.5 to go in the third period. Kindersley does kill the power play, so Flin Flon 2 for 5. Back to 5 aside. Nimick. The blue line knocked away here by Anderson and the Clippers. He'll poke that in for Ostrom. Lepper back along the boards. Trying to play that one ahead. Olsen can't get out. Olsen did get a big goal here tonight. They're wondering why we haven't heard Dawson Carroll's name. Well, he's out due to a scrap, so we've seen a little bit of everything in this game here tonight. Schrader, not sure where it is. It's in his skates. Bruner, big short-handed goal tonight. Couldn't knock it down. Here's Anderson. Back across the Bomber line. Flin Flon will get it back to center. Gilbig. He'll pick it up and flip it back inside Flin Flon territory. 1,059, by the way, the announced attendance here tonight. Here's Tanchuk. Puck will redirect inside the Clippers zone. Jamin bouncing puck, stopped it, forced to hang on. Anthony Piccinino on the doorstep, and now he and Mack are going to mix it up in front of the net with 8:45 to go.
I found the penalties, Rob, but they're too long to talk about. Misconducts and boardings and all sorts of things. It was mayhem there. All we know is that Noah Wool is out. Tyson Smith got a misconduct.
And the Perlingers have left here for Kindersley, have they not?
Well, at least one of them, and the other one was hurt.
That's right. Here's Justin Lees for Flin Flon. Knocked away from him. Here's Brock Mueller. In tight. Mueller gets return pass back. Gets in tight and a good save again. Open net. Laser. He wasn't sure where it was, and Mac got it back out front and Fadden on it. So Kindersley comes close again. There's a shot from the blue line. Fired on target that time by Demo. And Laser Hill will reach up and grab that one out of the sky. Here's another look at that big save. Tell you what, Laser Hume dialed in.
Brock Mueller having words with Laser Hume now, I believe.
They had to, Lyson had to come over and grab him. And now, well, looking back at that bench again. Getting it in here with McNutt this time. Look at Mueller. It's just, never seen him in sets like this.
No.
Wow, he is really engaging with that Bomber bench every time he has an opportunity.
He's having words with Niven now.
Face off inside the Flin Flon zone. Piccinino can't get out. Knocked out by Ostrom, a chance. He'll rip that one wide, and there's him will grab it off the backboards, and he'll hang on.
Kindersley, not a bad third period, really, Rob.
No, they've actually probably should have a couple of goals. We've had some good opportunities here, but
Mueller inviting the entire bench over.
Referee comes over. I think he's trying to keep an eye on what's going on there. You're right, him and Niven are right into it, side by side here. Off the face-off, puck will roll in front of the Flin Flon Bomber net. There's Big McNutt for Flin Flon. Center ice for Silvestri with Bachler. He'll dump it in. Silvestri in the corner. They try to come back out front. Puck redirected in the corner. Picked up here by Semp. Puck tied up there. Bombers try to work it free. Semp pinned up on the boards. Comes free. Silvestri back out front. Jamin, great save there on Bachler. Second time he's robbed him here in the third period. Jamin doing his job. Silvestri back of the goal. Pinned up here along the boards by Inglis. Puck picked up here by Diaz. Threw it back in the corner for Smith. Semp in there. Try to dig it free. Nice job by Silvestri. Blue line for McNutt. Shot redirects and goes wide. Jacob Bachler's after it. Going to come back to the goal for Semp. He got tied up. Here's Diaz. Look out. McNutt took a run at him. Puck hits a leg and finally taken back to center. Grabbed by Inglis, and he'll send it inside the Flin Flon zone where it's picked up here by Yakubchuk. Yakubchuk's got it. Played it ahead to Niven. Niven to center. Floats it in on net. Bouncing puck. Jamin just got enough of it to knock it off target. That was close. Puck bouncing once again. Back inside the Klippers zone. We're under 7 minutes to go. Puck rolls to center. Picked up by Bax. He'll hammer it in. Hilbig. Try to knock it down. Here comes Linklater to Tyson Hilbig, and he's hit hard along the boards that time by Bax. Puck grabbed at the side of the net here by the Bomber netminder Harmon Laser Hume.
My apologies, Tyson Smith did not get a misconduct. Maybe it was with the one on Kindersley. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 44 maybe. 6:40 to go, third period. Shots in the period. 8-5 Klippers for the Trad Realty shot clock, but it's 29-25 Flin Flon in the game. Nobody has scored so far in the third. So again, Kindersley still a chance to win this third period. Shot right on from the blue line that time by Schrader. Kicked away here by Laser Hume. Anderson in there for the Klippers. Trips up back of the goal. There's Justin Lees. Nice pass up the left side. Grabbed here by Carter Anderson. Feeds it back to Piccinino. Lepper will pitch it. Piccinino trying to come back out front. Puck got knocked away. Puck comes back to blue line. Here's Bax. Through traffic. Shot on target. Jamin. He'll flash the leather and make the save and hang on. 6:14 to go. Flin Flon's hit 30 shots on the night.
And here comes Brock Mueller.
6:14 to go. Face off inside the Klippers zone to the right of Cody Jamin. Silvestri, Bachler, and Semp. Has this been the best Bomber? I guess it has been the best Bomber line, right? With all the offense tonight?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're up front again here tonight. Lepper and Bax on the back end. Bombers win the faceoff. Lepper trying to get it in there. Silvestri in the corner. Lots of room. Back out front. One-timer. Bachler and Jamin stopped them again. Puck is loose in front. Bachler back counter. He scores! Jacob Bachler. There's another one. And it's 7-0. of Silvestri and Walker.
Yeah.
The line has been freaking incredible.
Unbelievable.
That'll come at the 13:58 mark here. Bachler, 3 goals in 2 games. What a performance by him and Alexi Silvestri. These guys absolutely on fire. Puck rolled back in the bottom line, picked up by Bax. He'll get it back to center. Schrader played it ahead. Coming back to grab it was Diaz. Silvestri will get the assist. So Flin Flon in front 7-0. They do get the big goal here in the third period. Jacob Bachler flying all over the place. Will get his second of the night and third of the playoffs. Inglis tries to come back the other way, knocked away by Lepper. Speaking of Bachler, he's got the puck again at center. He'll dump it in and go off for a change. Back of the goal. Jamin plays it out front and hits a skate. Knocked away that time by Anderson of the Klippers, and he'll send it back in Flin Flon territory. Here's Bax for the Bombers. He'll skate with it to his own blue line. Nice move at center. Dumped it in. He'll go off for a change as well. Jamin going to come out of the net. Around the boards. Olsen got a piece of it. Knocked it down. Back to Gruner. Puck is bouncing. Look out. Cross-checking penalty coming up here to Demo. And Gruner comes over and he gets into his face. Boy, did he ever take down Olsen there with a pretty wicked cross-check inside the Clippers zone.
Ty Olsen with the same look on his face. Like, what the heck? But
Demo will take the cross-checking penalty and Flin Flon will go to the power play for the 6th time tonight. They're 2 for 5. And interesting how things are setting up here for games 3 and 4 Tuesday and Wednesday.
doesn't this third period seem like it's lasted forever?
Well, it has.
Yeah.
They probably had about 5 or 6 minute delay there.
Yeah, absolutely. And
we still got 4:51 to go. Well, you're right. It certainly does. Anyway, another power play for Flin Flon tonight. They're 6th of the game. They're 2 for 5. Piccinino, Gruner. Looks like Bax is going to play forward here, at least for the face-off. Tanchuk and Semp will drop back.
As we said, some experimentation on the specialty teams here.
Bax has got it again at center. He'll take it inside the Clippers zone, knocked away in the corner. Clippers can't get it out. Diaz gets knocked down in the corner. Piccinino will pick it up. Swings the pass over to Semp. Back to blue line for Tanchuk. One-timer, Bax, he scores! Anthony Bax's first SJHL playoff goal, and the route is on 8-0. But you know what, Mike Slip? This might actually go to Kindersley's favor, because you can't tell me they're not going to be up and ready to go on Tuesday.
Well, they're mad now, so you're right. They don't
It's very well. I know it looks bad, and obviously it's frustrating to be on the other end of it, but I can't think of any better motivation for them going back to Kindersley on Tuesday. Bax will get the goal. It's 8-0 Flin Flon, 4:10 to play. They try to come back out front. Fans going nuts here. Olsen knocked it out, looking for his second night. He just ripped that one wide. Mueller will get it back in the net. Here's Brock Mueller now for Kindersley. Tanchuk and Semp will get the assist. And the Bombers jump up 8-0. Niven and Mack are mixing it up. Puck redirected inside the Flin Flon zone that time by Ostrom. Yakimchuk goes back to get it. Here's Yakimchuk. He'll swing it back to center. Picked up here by Justin Lees. Across the line. Lees, a chance. Jamin the save. Boy, the Kindersley defense has just had no answer for Flin Flon in this game.
Not at all.
Back up the other way. Here comes Inglis. He'll bring it in. Road in the boards. Back of the goal by Lepper. Piccinino picks it up, and he'll skate away from Flin Flon. His backhander up the wing. Anderson tried to tip that one back to Justin Lees. Broke it up and sent back in the Flin Flon zone. Lepper. Lost a handle, rolls back in front of the Bomber net. Lepper gets it back, and Lees will come back and grab it. And he'll flip it back up the middle. 3 minutes to play. Hilbig will knock it down. Dropped it back to Evans inside the Flin Flon zone. Here's Evans carrying it in. McNutt takes it away around the boards. Diaz can't hold it. Semp tied up with him. Here's Carter Anderson. He's across the line all by himself. A shot who didn't miss by much. Lachlan knocked away from him. You notice that they've given, I was going to say gave Linklater a bit of a rest, but he's back out there again. He'll drop the puck back to the net where it's grabbed here by Evans. Clippers jumping inside the Flin Flon zone, down to 2:20 to play. Here's Bax. Ahead to Silvestri. Jacob Walker full flight again for the hat trick, a chance, and he ripped it wide. Here comes Ostrom back to center. He'll flip it in. Bax back to get it again. Back to the net. He'll swing the pass to Yakubchuk. Yakubchuk, pass up the right side, hit the linesman skate. Puck goes back in Flin Flon territory. Yakubchuk has got it. Nice pass to Gruner. Gruner across the line, hangs on, a shot wide of the mark again, and they'll go to the glass and out of play with 1-4. There's Brock Mueller trying to go at Olsen here. Linesman in there to take care of that. 1:47 remaining.
Brock Mueller's having words with everybody. Linesmen, referees, Bombers.
Not a happy camper. 34-26, the Tri Realty shot clock right now in favor of Flin Flon.
But you got to love him because he's intense. And
well, sure. And you know what? And like we mentioned in last night's broadcast, he's got the most playoff experience on this Kindersley team.
That's right. Absolutely correct. And he had such a great playoff last year for the Bombers.
Well, we're talking about that earlier today. We'll get to that thought in a moment. Yakubchuk on target. We were talking about this earlier today. Remember last year in the playoffs, the Bombers won the first 2 games on Estevan quickly. Dropped 3, went back to Estevan, what looked like they could be their last game of the year, Game 6. Brock Mueller, his best game of the playoffs, set up the winning goal that night.
That's right.
To Jacob Bachler. So he was a big reason why they went as deep as they did. Without his great play in Game 6, they might not have got that far. Gruner, a shot right on, kicked away that time by Jamin again. Smith back out there for Flin Flon. He'll throw it in, play broken up in the corner. And the Clippers will clear it. There's Brock Mueller getting his big stick on it. He's going to come flying down at Yakubchuk. They go in hard for the puck. Clippers working the blue line, back to Hilbig. Hilbig lets her rip off the post. Where'd the puck line up? Hilbig comes close, and they almost breaks the big goose egg here off the post and up over the glass and out of play. I don't think Harbin Laser Hume saw that.
No, I don't think either. And guess who was in front? Brock Mueller.
1:14 remaining in the game. 8-0 Flin Flon. A lot of the damage from the line of Bachler, Silvestri, and Semp. They come up with 5 of the 8 goals tonight. Olsen, Gruner, and Bax. The other goal scorers as Back will take the face-off against Colin Olsen. Deep at Flin Flon territory. Off the draw. Here's Bax. To Semp. They'll take off with it to center. Sends it back inside Clipper territory. Here's Hilbig. Lost the handle back of that, but they'll get it back with a minute remaining here in the game. And the Bombers, safe to say, going to hang on here. And they got 2 games to none league, going back to Kindersley, like we said, for games 3 and 4. Next Tuesday and Wednesday, Piccinino working hard for it back of the net. He's tied up. Puck rimmed around the boards. Bax will hold it in. His shot! And Jamin able to see it. He'll knock it down in front, make the save, and hang on. 37-27, the Tri Realty shot clock in favor of Flin Flon tonight in this marathon third period. 39.5 seconds to go. Gruner back out there for the face-off to left of Jamin. He'll line up here for the draw against Taylor. Bombers win the face-off. That's again! Leads into one. Left pad save made. Loose puck came out front. Anderson got that one back to Evans. Evans tried to get going. He's going to work his way back in the zone. This is Demo. Demo's got it. Evans across the line. Lost the handle. Bax will pick it up. Bax in the corner. Tries to knock it up the ice. A couple Clippers converge on him. And that's going to do it here. Demo will go and pick up the puck here. Bomber faithful celebrate here at the glorious shrine, the Whitney Forum.
Yeah, even the referees look tired, Rob, after all that. Last guy off the ice for the Klippers is Brock Miller. He's very disappointed. He wanted to come back in here and take one from the Flin Flon Bombers.
Absolutely deafening in here. But a big win for the Flin Flon Bombers, who will take a 2-0 lead to Kindersley for games 3 and 4 Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be there, and we'll be right back here with lots of stuff, including our Great North post-game report, all our post-game show awards, and of course the final look at the scoring stuff in the boys. The Bombers, a huge ovation. There's Harmon Laser, the SJHL goalie of the year, and if I was to say to you, Mike, that he pitched a shutout in the first 2 games of this series, would you have believed me?
No, but he's the best goalie in the SHL, so it's not surprising, but I would have thought that the Klippers would have put up a bigger effort. Well, I shouldn't say a bigger effort, but a better result than they have shown here for the first 2 games, but they're going home to Kindersley, and
they say what they don't say because you're never in trouble till you lose a game at home, right?
That's right, and they're not happy, and they want to they want to rebound here. So don't let your guard down, Flin Flon Bombers. Don't let your guard.
Well, they're
down.
up 2 games to none against Estevan last year. Look how that turned out.
Absolutely. So and I mean Battleford's 2 years before was up on the Bombers 2 games, and look how that turned out. So it could turn around on a short notice, so we'll have to see what happens.
But so far, so good, including a convincing 8-0 victory here tonight. We'll take a break. Like I said, lots of stuff coming up to the Whitney Forum here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
HUD Bay is to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, HUD Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. HUD Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
It's the stomping and the whining that I struggle with. The crazy family home I have is perfect, but for the stomping and the whining. I'm sorry, son. We are watching Dad's big game and then our movie. You'll have to use the old TV in the basement for your games. No good? What do you mean, no good? Okay. I'll see what we can get for you and your friends at Shane's. Great news. Shane's carries a variety of Skyworth Google TVs made with affordability and decent graphics and sound in mind. Easy to use, pairs with your kids' tech, and you'll be happy with the price. Find Skyworth TV options at Shane's at the Echinike Mall and get rid of their stomping and your whining. Shane's. Watch, listen, play, connect.
And a brutal hit into the boards. That sent shockwaves through the ring.
They'll need to be sent for shockwave therapy at Full Range Therapy in Creighton for sure.
Pain reduction, restoration of movement, that's just what's needed here.
With stem cell activation accelerating the healing of bone, muscles, and tendons.
Better call or go online for an appointment because Shockwave is ideal for everyone who battles everyday and injury pain.
Win the pain game against chronic headaches, injuries, arthritis, neck, back pain, and more. Book a Shockwave appointment with Mark at FullRangeTherapy.com. Your transformation awaits.
Truck Month is back at Great North GM in the Paw, and they have a huge selection of trucks and SUVs with deals so sweet it'll make you say, truck yeah. Get 0% financing on select 2024 GMC and Chevy trucks, rates depending on terms OAC. Plus, get cash incentives on select 2024 GMC and Chevy trucks, and low lease rates on 24-month leases on select 2024 trucks. So what are you waiting for? Take home a new truck
10 seconds.
See for a truckin' awesome deal during Truck Month at Great North GM in the Paw. It's always a great day at Great North GM.
And you're on.
Well, a great day in Bomber country today. A convincing 8-0 victory here tonight as the Bombers taking 2 games to none lead in the SJHL quarterfinal series. Let's run down all the goals. And once again, it took only one to win the game tonight. Alexi Silvestri taking over right where he left off last night. Gets his first of 3 tonight. His second from Noah Houle. The even strike goal, a minute 15 in, Mike. And I wouldn't have thought that that'd be the game-winning goal tonight, but it was.
Yeah, No, and again, it started out where the Klippers, just like we said, just like last night, but they folded like a cheap tent, I'm afraid, Rob. And
yeah, they never really got into it tonight, did they?
No, they didn't. And then frustration set in, and that was the end of it. So great, the Bombers playing like they have been, and my worry for the Bombers was, are they going to be able to turn the switch back on after securing first place at the beginning? And they were, and they're going into Kindersley in a good position. But again, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Let's run down the rest of the goals. Gruner gets a shorthanded marker tonight, unassisted. At 4:23, just a real unfortunate bounce. Remember, Logan Falk started tonight, and he just got beat with a real bad bounce back, and then it came right back out front. Gruner scores his first. 2-0 Flin Flon. They'd scored 2 more before the first was complete. A couple more goals for Alexis Silvestri. Third from Justin Lees, power play goal at 14:08. Then he scores again from backs just a minute some later. That would chase Falk from the game. And then Cody Jamin last night started. Of course, their number one guy down the stretch would come out and play the rest of the game. Anyway, 4-0 after one. The Bombers, Jacob Bacher, what a night he'd have. He scores his second in as many games from Hull and Anderson. At 5:27, 5-0 before Olofsson, left alone in front of the net, will jam home a rebound. First the playoffs from Smith at 8:16. 6-0. Kindersley had some chances. We thought they might get on the board and maybe win the third period, but Flin Flon gets a couple more. Jacob Bacher was second of the night, third of the playoffs from Silvestri at 13:08. And then they come back another late goal by Bax. Power play marker. He scores his first from Tanchuk and Stemp at 15:39. The Bomber power play flying again tonight. Winds up 3 for 6. Shots in the third period. 12-10 Flin Flon. The Bombers a 3-period total of 37. Kindersley a 3-period total of 27. So that's the final on the Trad Realty shot clock. 37-27 Flin Flon. And a couple of goals to the third from Bacher and Bax to make the final 8-0. Flin Flon out shooting the Klippers 12-0 in the first 2 games. But again, they're expecting totally different games. We go back to Kindersley for and we talk about you're never in trouble until you lose a game at home. That game 3 is such a pivotal game in the series as well.
Yeah.
Like you and I gave several examples. Flin Flon was down 2 games tonight against Battleford a few years ago. Came back, won the series. Estevan down 2 games to none last year in the opening round. We're a bounce away from beating the Bombers in the opening round after that, and we've said it countless times. So expect Kindersley. I'm expecting their best effort of the entire year on Tuesday night.
They're a proud team, and they're a good team, Rob. It just didn't show tonight, and that happens. The Whitney Forum is a very hard place to play, and this crowd was electric again tonight. And, they talk about the 6th or 7th player on the ice. Well, really, the 7th player is in the stands for the Flin Flon Bomber fans, and they were loud and proud tonight, and that's tough to play against in this small confines of the Whitney Forum.
There's no crowd that even comes close.
No.
Even comes in the stratosphere.
No. Anywhere.
Of what happens for the Bombers here in the SKHL.
Yeah.
You're right. Just incredible. And again, if they're behind their team, as we saw really the last 2 years, but in particular 2 years ago, especially that series to get them back in against North Battleford. Of course, the league final against Estevan. Who could ever forget that? And, of course, there's some runs last year, too.
Yeah.
So, no question about it. It's going to be a factor. Not only do you have to beat the Bombers, you have to find a way to beat the crowd as the playoffs loom on. Anyway, we'll take a break. Have you got all your post-game show awards ready to go?
I think so, Rob. I think so.
You think so or you know so?
I know so.
Sounds good to me. We'll take another break. Come back with Mike Slip. We'll see what he's got for us here tonight. Lots of post-game show awards, not just the Chicken Chef 3-star, not just the frontline warrior of the game, but the shockwave of the game as well for full-range massage therapy. So lots of stuff to keep listening in for. Mike Reagan, I'm assuming, will pop up. If not, maybe we can bring up Colin Olson's dad. You know what? I think he'd be a great post-game interview.
He would. He's a great guy.
So that's what I need to do. Tell Mike to stay in the dressing room, and we're going to bring up Mr. Olson. He's going to take his place tonight.
We could have a few of the parents that are here. I see Anthony back.
He in particular.
Here comes Mike now.
Not too late. Anyway, we'll take a break. Come back with the post-game show awards and Mike Reagan momentarily here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Transform any space in your home with Jim's custom doors and windows and Shade-O-Matic blinds. Windows are the eyes of your home, and blinds aren't just coverings. They're a fashion statement for your windows. And with tons of options, they have a style for every taste. Choose from a kaleidoscope of colors and textures to fit your personality. And the best part, Shade-O-Matic blinds are designed to control light and privacy, giving you the power to create the perfect ambiance in any room. Shade-O-Matic blinds at Jim's Custom Doors and Windows. Time is running out to enjoy the March menu at Chicken Chef. Go all out with the Applewood Smoked Bacon and Cheddar Smash Burger. Find full flavors with the Texas Prime Rib Dip, or try something outrageous with the Dill Pickle Poutine. Chicken Chef is also cooking up the savory lemon pepper walleye and the authentic Sri Lankan chicken curry and rice. And that's just a sample of the tastes on the March menu at Chicken Chef, proud to be bringing you this Bomber playoff broadcast.
Bailey Homes provides a ready-to-move home as unique as you and your family. From the expertise in the planning, the quality of the build, to the care of the move, let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. All customized to fit your needs, they allow you to take the stress out of home construction and spend more time making everlasting memories. Family owned and operated with experiences in the North. Visit bailey-homes.ca or call 204-903-5220.
Be ready as soon as the meltdown happens with Frontline Sport and Leisure. The 2024 Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 lets you experience the great outdoors with power, capability, and comfort. Plus, Frontline can put you in a 2024 Sportsman 850, providing premium performance and passenger seating, giving you both a ride you'll never forget. When spring finally gets sprung, it's time to tackle the trails.
10 seconds.
Where you want and need to be. The best way to do it, Frontline Sport and Leisure, Coronation Drive in Creighton, 688-3333.
You're on.
Alrighty, welcome back. Without further ado, it's post-game show award time. Mike Slip has got his pen and paper up and very prepared here. Let's start. You know what? I'm going to leave the 3 stars to last. If that's
all right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Brand new feature here. We're talking the Shockwave of the game for full-range massage therapy. That's a big hit in the game. If you got more than one, Mike, great. Lay it on us. What do you got?
Well, I have one, I have a couple, but really the number one was early in the first period. It was Pierce Yakimchuk on Brock Mueller down here in the corner. He sent him flying, and that's my shockwave of the game. Pierce Yakimchuk on Brock Mueller.
Sounds good to me. So let's go with the warrior of the game for the folks down at Frontline. Could be more than one guy again if you want to do that.
This was a tough one, and yeah, I have a few. I'm going to give it to Anthony Bax. I thought he had a good game tonight, and
good pick.
But you know what? I'm going to give honorable mention or some others. Tyson Smith, I thought, played maybe his best game as a Bomber. He's been snake bit a bit.
A lot of hustle.
A lot of hustle, and an assist, I think. Riley Niven, second night in a row. You know, he's come into his own too, and playing tough and great, and more disciplined, which is fantastic. And Kai Olsen with a goal. I mean, that guy, he's a warrior every night. So I know I picked a bunch, but
good job there, Mike. That sounds all good to me. Let's do the Chicken Chef 3 stars. What have you got?
3 stars of the game. I'm giving the third one to Carter Anderson. I mean, that guy, what a shot. So Carter Anderson's a 3rd star. Jacob Bockler had a fantastic game, and he's our 2nd star of the night. I mentioned it earlier. He and Justin Lees and of course Alexi, they just create open ice, and he was fantastic.
Well, they've been incredible the last 2 games, that line.
And the man who brought the hats flying down, Alexi Silvestri.
All in the first period.
All in the first period. I was hoping.
Who wants to see a cell phone get thrown out of the booth?
I thought he was going to get. I was hoping for more, but Alexi, again, just a great couple of games, and really the shining star during the tough times leading into the playoffs. So,
yeah, he was great down the stretch, wasn't he? I think he scored. He had points in like 10 straight games.
Yeah.
Heading in the postseason. But great job there, Mike. Fantastic job again tonight with helping us out, and of course all the post-game showers. We'll bring the coach in and come back with the last word momentarily. Mike Reagan, the victorious head coach, is with us. His team, of course, an impressive 4-0 win last night, and they look even better tonight, dominating basically from beginning to finish with the convincing 8-0 win, Mike. And, you know, it's funny, a lot of offense. I mean, you scored 12 goals in 2 games, which is a lot. But the one thing that we talked about yesterday, one of the things that maybe kind of flew under the radar, how good you are defensively. You know, you led the league in goals against, and everybody's wondering Bombers can't score. I mean, me included. Obviously, down the stretch, I was kind of concerned myself with some of the lack of production. But anyway, the one thing that we weren't really talking about was how good you were defensively. And is that the big stat for you now, Mike, in the 2 games? Not so much the 12 goals, but not giving up any?
For sure, Hardy. I mean, you need to play defense to win championships, and you need goaltending to win championships. And, you know, for us, you know, confidence-wise, to be able to pitch 2 shutouts in a row. And you know what? Laser did his job again tonight. But it's not all the goaltender that gets the credit for the shutout. You know, we did a great job defensively. We did a great job of keeping them to the outside. I bet you he faced 2, 3 real difficult,
and not really till the third period.
And you know, the guys did a great job in front of him. And Laser would tell you that too. But, you know, for his confidence, you know, this is how you want to start as a goaltender, you know, and for a team, you know, Hardy, like with 11 games left or something like that, I thought we were, you know, I think we could give up 1.8 goals per game and be under 100 goals against, something around that. And we just kind of fell apart, you know, that way, and in other areas too. But it's good to see that that's back. And a lot of credit to our guys on the back check, a lot of credit to our D-men. You know, I think you guys talked about Baxi. I mean, this is huge for him. He had a great night. And, you know, for him to get rewarded, and I didn't know this, but apparently his family's here, and it looks like there's a lot of them. So, you know, what a night for him and his family, you know, to see this and him to have one of his best games in a Bomber uniform. So we're happy for him. We're happy for Laser. Lexi gets the hat-trick. Vox was great tonight. There was a lot of guys that were great. You know, Ole gets rewarded. You know, our depth guys were very solid, you know. So, you know, DK gets in a fight, you know. I know there's not a lot of that in the game now.
We're talking about I can't remember the last time I saw 2 guys square off.
That's big for us too. So, you know, I think that everybody's contributing right now, and that's important.
Well, and we talked about how the playoffs were a totally different animal, how the Bombers would bring it. And how about Smith tonight, Mike? Got robbed a couple times, set up a nice goal. Maybe his best game in a Bomber sweater tonight.
Yeah, no, good for him, you know. And again, it's about the buy-in, and Smitty was tremendous. I mean, obviously as a 20-year-old, you know, guy coming off 70 points last year, you don't want to be, you know, scratch first game of the playoffs. But we have a guy in Eags that has been here for 3 years and put his heart and soul into this team. And, you know, it's about doing the right things at times. And, you know, we've talked about this since the trade deadline. We are going to win as a team. And it's going to be everybody throughout the playoffs that are going to have to contribute at some point. And Smitty steps in. He gets an assist here tonight. And like I said, the conversation with him was tremendous. And he fully supports Eags. And that obviously he wants to be in the lineup. But, you know, I said this in my coach's comments. Already we've got 4 guys injured we're 2 games into the playoffs. And this is about us learning from our mistakes in the past. And the criticism from whoever about us making deals at the deadline, too many deals, blah, blah, blah. This is why. And those guys are going to contribute, and we feel comfortable with every guy in our locker room being in the lineup on any given night. So it's not one of those things, you know, where I told you so or anything like that. This is about us. You know, we've had a lot of heartbreaks throughout the years. We want to make sure that we're not having that other heartbreak again. So hopefully this is our year, and hopefully that it'll pay off. Just because, you know, it's looking like a good move right now doesn't mean that we're guaranteed anything.
Of course not. Like Mike and I mentioned before you got up here, I mean, you go back to Kindersley for games 3 and 4. Obviously, they're a lot different team at home. And remember what happened last year, Mike. I mean, you're up 2 games to none against Estevan. They're a bounce away from beating you in the first round. And, of course, who can ever forget 2 years ago, you're down 2 games to none. Against Battleford, down in Game 3 here. Crowd rallied, or it was Game 3. I think you were behind.
I thought it was Game 4. We were down 3-1.
Didn't you have to get the game to overtime in Game 3?
I thought that was Game 4. But whatever. It doesn't matter.
You had to come back from a deficit. And, I mean, and like I mentioned to Mike during the broadcast tonight, too, when you get up, and I know it's great to score goals, but sometimes that really motivates your opponent when they're going back. That might have been best-case scenario for them to give up a couple late goals to get embarrassed like that, to go back home, because I'll tell you what, they're obviously going to be up to play you come Tuesday night.
100%, you know, and that's going to be on us here. But the other thing is
it's a 7.5 or 8 hour bus trip that they've got to think about this, and that's advantage us as well. So we've like I said, we've got a veteran team. We've got a lot of guys in that room that have been to league finals, and a lot of guys that have played a lot of hockey. And we got a veteran group that you mentioned before.
Which is obviously key.
And it is. I mean, you look in the NHL, teams that win, they have veteran leadership, guys that have been around and stuff like that. And we like what we've built here, but it's 2 games. We did what we're supposed to do at home. Now we got to take this show on the road.
You must be excited that Jacob Bacher scoring again.
Yeah, for sure. I think excited that a lot of guys are contributing right now, and I think we talked about it last night, Hardy. We don't always just value what the game sheet says. It's the other things that matter. I thought Yak did a great job coming in here tonight. I thought that our D-corps was better at moving pucks tonight than they were last night. This is about us building confidence as well. So, it's been a while since we've had this feeling in that locker room, and it's a good thing.
Quickly, Mike, I mean, we talked a little bit about the injuries. Joey Lees went down last night. I know we didn't get a chance to get it on the air before the game. What's the prognosis on him?
Yeah, I think it's going to be definitely a week or 2. It's funny. Sometimes you get these guys looking at it, and it ends up being less time, and then there's times that it ends up being more. So We're not going to jump to any conclusions here. Even a guy like Rito right now, he's walking around a lot better here after a couple days, and then even Bridge is moving around a lot better here. So
pretty tough to sit back and not play in the playoffs. Guys, I'm sure itching to get back.
For sure. But we expect to be playing for a long time, and like I said, we're going to need everybody on this team to make things happen for us.
Congratulations, Mike. Great opening weekend.
Yep.
I mean, you score your first shot both nights, and you get the goaltending, and you get the offense. A big shorthanded goal by Gruner tonight. I mean, a lot of contributions.
The whole Wit helped us out again here tonight, right?
Yeah, so that was a tough hop back in the net there.
The whole girl, she's got some funny bounces and some funny curves. So she's been around a while. So, it's nice to see those things happen for us.
And it should be interesting and exciting because Kindersley hasn't hosted a playoff game in a number of years, and they will get a chance to play the Bombers for the first time in the postseason in their rink. A lot of Flin Flon Bomber fans, Mike, in the west central Saskatchewan area. I'm expecting good crowds both nights, but a pretty good contingent of maroon and white, I think, will be in your corner in that building.
I think so too, Hardy. And, I think they're going to be excited about this. And, hey, they always say that you're not in trouble until you lose at home. But, when you got home ice advantage like we do, we got to take advantage of that. But I said to the guys, hey, we've been the best road team in the league this year. Now it's time for us to prove that again on the road. So we proved that, we can be the Bombers that everybody was questioning whether we were that. But we don't live in the past. We live in the present. So right now we're going to enjoy this, but tomorrow's a new day.
Thanks, Mike. Congratulations. Great start to the series.
Thanks, Hardy.
Mike Reagan, the head coach of the Bombers. Quickly, Mike Slip will come in as we get set to close things down here. I guess we'll do the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard quickly. The SJHL games tonight. Melfort, a 4-1 lead on Estevan into the third period. Humboldt, a 5-2 lead on Weyburn in the third. And Battleford leads Melville 2-1 after 2. So no surprises there as of yet. Once again, if you missed it earlier tonight, congratulations to PBCN Selects, who won their best-of-5 semifinal against the NCN Flames. They won earlier today by a score of 5-1. So they take that series 3 straight. Now await the winner of Cross Lake and Pegwitz for the league title. Quickly, Mike, before we wrap it up, any closing comments as we take this series back to Kindersley for games 3 and 4 Tuesday, Wednesday?
Well, we've talked about the Bombers having to be ready to meet the Klippers, but this is exactly what the Bombers needed. Coach Reagan talks about not thinking about the past, and he's absolutely right, but they needed some positivity, and how could you not be more positive than they are tonight? A lot of girlfriends and parents out on the ice celebrating with their Bomber, and it's exactly what the Bombers needed, a little positive kick in the butt, and that's what they got. So that's what I take from tonight's game, and last night's game too.
Well said. Thanks a lot again for helping out tonight, Mike. We of course looking forward to working with you throughout the playoffs here. Hopefully a long one.
I sure hope so. I love it, Rob. It's great, and great to work with you.
Alrighty, so once again the final score: the Flin Flon Bombers winning 8-0 here to take a 2-0 lead Of course, we'll be in Kindersley for games 3 and 4 Tuesday, Wednesday. Don't forget, 8:30 Manitoba start times both nights. We're on the air with the Great North GM Coaches Show at 8:10. I want to thank Mike Reagan, Clayton Jardine, comments before and after the broadcast. Carter Anderson, our Northland Ford Flin Flon Bomber player profile. Logan Linklater, a special thanks to him. The Clipper captain, he joined us in the second intermission, and like we said, for color commentator Mike Slip. Our operator-in-chief, Raphael Saray, and, of course, Matt Morrison, in charge to controls for Flow TV. We bid you adieu for the Whitney Forum and look forward to the series going back to Kindersley Tuesday, Wednesday, and, of course, back at the Whitney Forum whenever that may be.